Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Boss Bay Business Show. I am your host, Katan. And this evening, we are going to be interviewing wonderful business owners that are based in the US and also verified in our shopping directory. Give me one moment because I feel like I'm feeling an echo. So let me fix that. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be interviewing some wonderful business owners that are based in our in the U.S. and all of them happen to be listed and verified in our directory. So if you want to follow them and learn more about them, you can head to bossbayblog.com. You can contact us, or you can reach out to them directly. You'll be getting all of their information this evening. So the first business owner that we're going to interview is actually based out of Virginia. And we're going to bring her on, learn about the products and services that she's showcasing this evening. And then I'm going to ask her a few more questions to just dig a little deeper about her as a person and her values and what's really important to her in this season of her business and her life. So let's bring her on.
Hello, everyone. Hello,
Hello,
Katan.
hello. Hello, nice to see you, Charlie. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
So we're
it's a
going to jump
pleasure.
right into it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, I said it's a pleasure always. Jump right into it. They love to see the products first.
Okay, then. So I want to jump into it. I have some more Valentine's Day gifts or any occasion, but some of them you can tell that they are Valentine's Day gifts. We have here a Bath and Body Works Gingham Fresh body wash. We have a tumbler, a diamond cut tumbler. We have cupcake socks. So these are a pair of fuzzy socks made into a cupcake, like a little cupcake. This is a ink pen. This is an ink pen, a pink ink pen. This is a washcloth made into a heart. Okay. And this basket sells for $30. All right.
I'm gonna
And then
take
we have
myself
an
off the screen, Charlie, so that way they can see the full thing, and then I'll come back on when it's time to interview. Is that cool with you?
say it again. I didn't hear you.
I said I'm gonna take myself off the screen so they
Oh,
can
sure.
see it a little bit more zoomed in.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in for y'all so y'all can see everything she has to offer.
Okay. So again, this is the Gingham Fresh body wash from Bath and Body Wash. Bath and Body Works body wash. This is the diamond cut green tumbler. And I have a pair of fuzzy socks. It's like a cupcake sock kit. And you have a pink ink pen. And the ink is blue. The ink is black though. And you have a heart shaped diamond washcloth. Moving to this set, another Bath and Body Works. In this set, they all going in this container is gonna be all $30 sets. In this set, we have the Vanilla Ease body wash from Bath and Body Works. We have your Purple Luther sponge. We have another pair of heart fuzzy socks, and it's pink with red hearts on it. And you have a red Valentine's Day pin. You can see that. It's stuck down into the sort of the cupcake topper, if you want to say that, and a red diamond cut tumbler. And then we have another green concept with the Bath and Body Works. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. So we have the green tumbler again. We have Magic's in the Air body wash from Bath and Body Works. Another pair of pink fuzzy socks. Uh, Valentine's Day ink pen. So it's like a cupcake concept. And we have a green loofah. And we have a green diamond cut tumbler. So again, all these three sets are $30. Let's get to the sets back here in the back. We do have things for the gentlemen. We have here a two-piece cologne body wash set. Let me just zoom in a little closer so you can see it. Okay, a two-piece men's cologne and body wash set. We have some Adidas socks, and I had the socks rolled up like they're little flowers. You have your two roses. You have two Joe Boxer flushable wipes with aloe. All right. And each of these will come with a balloon. And I'm gonna show you the balloon. Let me see. I get the balloon right now. When I don't have them bagged and bowed, but when I do bag and bow them, they will come with either a red heart like this or a pink heart. And you'll see why I'm gonna have the pink heart in just a minute. So we have this scent in Salvain, and then we have the same concept in Warrior Blue. And that's again a cologne spray, and a body wash. And again, all of these sets have Adidas socks, a pair of Adidas socks, and 2 Joe Boxer wipes. Okay. And these sets are $15. Then, reason why I have the pink balloons. So these are get red balloons. You see the red flowers. And it's generally, it says for him, but we don't gender pick. It's for whoever wanted to buy it and use it. And then in this set, we have a floral bouquet. I should say a floral bouquet. And in this floral bouquet, we have again the fuzzy Valentine's Day heart socks. So these socks have a pink heart trimmed in black. And then you have a rose hand cream. You have a LA Colors neutral color lip gloss. And you have a Believe purple fingernail polish. And we have a right here is confetti soap. So these are little soaps you put in, you can wash your hands or whatever you want to wash with that. And we have, of course, your floral design here. You have the purple, white, and black flowers. Okay, and it comes in a tin, and the tin is reusable. We have another set just like that, sort of. And again, we have the red roses, and we have the pink roses. Okay, in this set. And we have the pink, if you can see, let me do this one. The pink heart fuzzy Valentine's Day socks, the confetti soap, the lip gloss, and again, another neutral pinkish color. You have, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, you have your adorable teddy bear. Look at the teddy bear. You have your rose hand cream, and you have another fingernail polish in sort of a peachish pink color. And these sets are $20. Okay. And then I have one more item. Well, I have another Bath and Body Works set here. Here's another one. And the scent on this is a Toast to You body wash. We have a gray pair of fuzzy socks in the shape of a cupcake with your red Valentine's Day heart. Let me turn that heart around. There you go. Your red Valentine's Day heart. You have your tumbler cup, and you have your loofah. And again, these sets, all the Bath and Body Works sets, the 4 I showed, are $30. And I have one last. I'm sorry. You have the hearts on it. It's a pajama set, size 10 for a little girl. And it's a 2-piece, it's the top and pants. And it comes with these slippers, okay? And this set right here is going to be $20 because I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to have some candy and a lot of little treats with it too. So that's what I have this evening to show from Charlie Stager with Charlie Shops.
Sorry, I was like, can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me okay? No, you couldn't hear me, but you can see me.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much, Charlie. I loved all of those selections. You had some really nice things. MJ was talking about your pointer again. And someone else said, it looks like Brody said, can I have one? You can have one if you go purchase a basket from Charlie Shops and you won't regret it.
That's right.
And then let's see. So now that we've gone through and talked about the products, let's talk a little bit more about the service side, Charlie. So again, I already showed that you were based out of Virginia with the audience, but could you tell everyone just a little bit more information about yourself and your custom basket making experience?
Yeah, so these baskets here are already made up. So you can order these, or if you have a basket in mind that you want and you want me to custom make it, I can give you a custom quote. And we can go from there. It can be personal care items. It could be home care items, a combination of both. It can be for any gender, age group, occasion, birthday, anniversary, wedding, baby shower, divorce party, Valentine's, Mother's Day, Easter. We do all the occasions, Father's Day, Christmas, all that. So, and all get well. Just because we do all those again occasions. So you can contact me on Facebook, Charlie Stager, or you can go to my Facebook business page, Charlie Shops, and Shops is spelled $HOPPES.
Okay. So Charlie, why did you decide to become a custom gift basket maker?
Okay, so I've been in the gift basket making for a long time. I used to sell another uh, s- um point of sale products, and we used to make gift baskets. Then I kind of got away from it, for different reasons. Life be lifing. So then I was I don't know, something just hit me. I don't know. I saw something on YouTube. I said, I can do that. And I said, I've done that. And I can do it. I've done that. So I said, let me jump back in. So I jumped back in. And I love shopping. So it kind of helps fuel that passion I have, because I do personal shopping for other people. I do bundles, personal care, home care items, and apparel for the family bundles, discount bundles. And I do shops for my staging company too, for the inventory for the staging company. So it's shopping. Okay. That's
Mhm.
short end of it. It's shopping.
So just something that you naturally and passionately do with almost
Yep.
everything that you're in. That's
Yep.
good to know. So talk to me a little bit more about since we're going into this focus and conversation of Black history, things that we could do better within our community, but also ways that we can empower one another. What is one message that you would give to a Black business owner or an aspiring business owner right now?
Okay. So I'll just break it into two. For aspiring business owner, it's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that right now. Um, I'm gonna take Amazon for example. All they sold was books for a long time. They just sold books, and now they sell everything. So don't think you got to jump out there and be Amazon on day one. Start somewhere with a product, and then for Black business owner, I just want you to just keep striving. Just keep. I know it can be difficult, especially Black owned women business. Just keep striving, keep at it, keep the wind at your back, and you can do it. You can do it. It may not be easy. It's gonna be some hard days. It's gonna be some crooks in the road. Ain't no straight path to success. They all lying if they tell you that. So
Mm.
back to the Amazon example, they sold all their furniture and they slept on the floor when they started their business. So hey, just stick at it. Keep the wind at your back, and you can do it.
Yeah, beautiful response. And you are right. Nothing ever starts off. You can't be looking at someone who's been doing this for 20, 30, 40, 50 years and
Mhm.
compare, where you're at in the first 10 to 20 years and say I should be where they're at when they've been doing this
Right.
for ages. So
Yeah.
that's a very good point. Hello, Leslie Speaks. Thanks for joining. So now that we've talked a little bit about that, can you please tell me what is one of the hardest life obstacles that you've had to overcome or that you are currently overcoming, and how are you doing that, or how did you do it?
One of the obstacles I'm having is social media. How to
Mm.
be present on social media, and I had to tell myself, I just go back to Amazon. They have a staff that's all they do is social media, and I'm looking at a person right now, Katan, who can help you with social media, which she has done several times for me. And so that's a job. Social media is a job. Making baskets a job. Shopping for the inventory is a job. Putting the baskets together is a job. So don't think you have to be one catch-all business. Maybe you have to outsource some of your duties and help your business to go along, so you won't be so overwhelmed as a person to try to do all of it by yourself. So one of the obstacles I'm trying to overcome better is social media presence.
Yeah, that's a really great sentiment. And also, like you said, you do have to focus on trying to delegate and start to have staff, but also keep in mind that when you're first starting out, you're not going to be, what Amazon or Walmart might be, because they do have an entire staff
Hmm.
dedicated to different areas in their business.
Hmm.
So, if there's for anyone out there who might resonate with what Charlie is saying, I will be sharing later on in this live. I'm going to be having a social media strategy room. So if you want to come in and join and just talk about ways we can simplify how we approach social media so that we can maximize our time, you're more than welcome to join. Charlie, you're also welcome to join too if you just want to come
Thank
in
you.
to share your own
Thank you.
experience, of course. And it's going to be on February 7th February 6th at 11 a.m. Central Time to 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Central Time. So you can join in on any time that you want to, and we have 20 seats available. So that will be
Okay.
available. You can go and book through our website, but you basically get a ticket for the virtual Boss Babe blog brunch or if you're a member of the portal or a member of the directory, you can go to the actual portal and request to be added, or request the link so you can go and sign up if you're sure you want to, if you're not sure yet, but you might want to attend. So hopefully that gives a solution. But I like the fact that you brought up, again, everybody's at different stages. So how do we work with the stage that we're at on social media? So what are some of the things that you have been doing to overcome that and be a little bit more present?
So what I have to overcome that, I kind of looked at the analytics, which platform give me the most, not the most, the most, say bang for your buck. So I wasn't doing very well on Instagram. So I kind of don't do Instagram as much because it just was, I wasn't getting a lot of traction there. Facebook and now YouTube, I'm getting a lot of traction on YouTube. So I've been concentrating on my YouTube channel a lot. So I'm working on that, working with other, basket makers in the community to help me. They've been teaching me things, tricks of the trade, stuff like that. So I'm going to get back. I do try to post on my Charlie Shops page at least once a week, you know, of my new items, and then upload them to my website.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. So that's a little bit of tips for anyone else that might be struggling, or just trying to navigate how to be a little bit more present in their social media experience. So now that we kind of got into that part of it, we talked about the obstacle, one of the obstacles. What is one obstacle that you feel like you have been able to accomplish, or that you're proud of? One achievement that you're proud of achieving this year?
One this year so far, I've been achieving. I'm trying to do 5 gifts a day. I need to step it up to maybe 6 or 7. Creating gifts a day, and if I want to hit my goal for what I want to have on the street for Valentine's Day, so I've been able to get 5 a day. So I'm trying to step it up to 7 a day, because this Valentine's Day is only about 14 days away, and so excuse me, I have to, do what I have to do, step it up. I do work a full-time job outside of my business, and some other little things, other business I have, the staging company, a vending machine, stuff like that. So I have to, you can't manage time, because time's going to move on. Don't let people tell you, oh, you got to be better with time management. You can't manage time. You just cannot manage time, but you can manage yourself. So I have to be real cautious and conscious of how I'm managing myself, excuse me, myself in relevant to time. How much time I'm spending on making the baskets, how much time I'm spending on shopping for the basket making, how much time I spend shopping for the vending machines that I have, how much time I spend advertising, promoting the staging company and staging properties, and then my regular 9 to 5. So I have to sit down, getting better at allocating my day out, so that I can better manage me with the time that I have, because everybody has 24 hours a day. I don't care how much money you do or do not have. Everybody has 24 hours in a given day.
Yep, very true, very true. So the accomplishment or the achievement that you're sharing is being able to get to 5 baskets a day so far, but the goal is to eventually get to 7 baskets a day.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. Okay. Well, congratulations. Now that we have kind of learned a little bit more about Charlie, you've talked about some of the things that you've been looking to overcome. Let's end on a networking perspective. Are there any specific industry that you are trying to connect with or network with? Any specific types of business owners? Any events that you're hosting or wanting to attend? Feel free to share that, just in case someone who can connect with you can, get that information from you.
Yeah, so you always can connect with me, just like I said, on social media through Facebook, Charlie Shops, and Shops is spelled $HOPPS, or Charlie Stager. You can message me, Charlie Stager. I'm not doing any events before Valentine's Day. I'm going to do street selling for Valentine's Day. I'll be out in the streets, no matter what the weather will be. I'll be out in the streets. I have networked with a couple of businesses in the directory. Have Nitra with Bougie Steps has commissioned me to make a Valentine's gift for her and her customers. If they make a certain purchase amount, they will get a curated gift made by me, custom gift made by me. I've connected with Nicole Smith and her persons who will be taking her mentorship program. They will get a custom gift basket made by me. And another person I'm so happy to collaborate with is Leslie Speaks, and I'm going to be making a gift basket for her. So I'm collaborate with any business because any business can give away a gift. Most businesses give away a gift. They do.
Yeah, that's very true. So, and I've had a few gift baskets that I've enjoyed from Charlie Shop. So, if anybody's looking
Yeah.
for your custom gift basket maker, this is the person that you want to connect with. Charlie is professional. She is very quick to get to the job. As quick as you can order and purchase your basket is as quick as she can get that order processed and start working on what you need. As soon as you tell her what you're looking for, you tell her budget, you submit your order, she gets straight to it. And I love that. I don't even have to think anymore. I just tell her the type of event that it is, the kind of look that I'm going for, or what I want people to feel when they open the basket. And then she just takes care of the rest. So she's essentially almost like your custom basket AI, except for it's a human. And
It's
that's
a human.
so much more precious.
It's
Except for she's a human. But it's so much more precious because the time and the energy that goes behind crafting and creating these baskets, it truly is special, and I love it. So thank you again for being an amazing provider to our directory, all the
Thank
customers.
you.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the basket that you come up with for Leslie Speaks Mom Self-Care Basket giveaway. I'm
Yeah.
really excited about that, actually.
I'm working on that as we speak. And I do want to end on a note by saying, if anyone's out there listening, if you want to be part of the directory, please do. No matter what level you get in at, please just get in. It's very beneficial to you. The resources that will be provided to you will be very beneficial for you and your business.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I
Yeah,
appreciate you.
you are.
Yeah. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank
Now we
you.
talked about one message for Black business owners or small business owners or people that just have a dream and are aspiring to be one. So the last question that I want to end with for you is, what is the motivational message that you want people to think about and sit with over the weekend?
I want you to think about, we kind of touched about it. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You're not in competition with anybody else. I don't care if there are 10 other basket makers on the block I'm on. The city I'm in, there are 5 Walmarts in that one city. Okay? So don't be like, well, there's somebody across the street, there's somebody down the street. Have your business, push your business out and sell it. Just go ahead. It's no time like the present. Don't be pressured that, oh, somebody else doing it. Don't worry about the competition. Do your thing and get your money, honey.
I love it. I love it. Okay. That needs to be on a t-shirt. So thank you again, Charlie. You have a wonderful evening. Feel free to drop all your information, your links, your website in the comments. And I look forward to interviewing you again and showing off your basket so people can become more aware about what you have. Oh, and drop your I don't know if I have your phone number automatically on this device, but we're gonna try. We're gonna see if we do.
Okay. I can give it out while you do that. It's
Perfect.
7
Please do.
5 7 8 4 2 0 5 5 6. You can call or text.
Thank you so much, Charlie. And let me I'm trying to, I don't know if I have it, but that's okay. If I don't, she just shared it with you. And
Yes.
we will come back and she'll drop it in the comments if she gets a chance to, y'all. But also, if you just need to find her and you couldn't remember, you could always go to bossbabeblog.com to our contact us page and say, hey, I want that custom basket gift maker, that AI you were talking about. And I will send you straight to Charlie. And there's a form on her website that you can fill out. Tell her what occasion you're shopping for, when you need the
Yes.
basket, what size of a basket you want, and what your budget is. The size kind of based off your budget. And
Yes.
then the address that you needed to deliver to, and she can get back with you and let you know if there's something that she can take care of you with. So
Yeah.
thank you, Charlie.
That's it. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Of course, it's always a pleasure.
Same here.
Okay, so that was Charlie. And like I said, if you need her information, just let me know. Bossbabeblog.com. You can go there. You'll be more than assisted. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Let's see. We got people joining us in the chat. Hello. Thank you for joining, everyone. I appreciate you, Brody. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, MJ. I know her pointer is magical. We're going to get ready to move to our next interviewee this evening. Yes, exactly. Hello, Deborah. Thank you for joining. And I appreciate it. All right. She said, beautifully said. This, I might have to get a little, okay, there we go. Y'all, I'm still getting used to this smaller device. I don't know if I'll use it all the time, but I'm using it tonight. So this is what we're using. Hopefully I can work it. All right. Let's see what we got going on in here. Y'all know how it's so different when you're looking at it on the phone. I know. I love gift baskets too. Okay, everybody. So now that you've joined, we're getting ready to do our next interview. Could you please, in the comments, let me know what state you're based out of? Let me know if you're a small business shopper, a small business owner, or both in the comments. And then if there's any specific resources, services, help, assistance, information that you are looking for, feel free to drop it in the comments. If there's something that I can think of off the top of my head that I know a fellow professional is providing, I will make sure to give you their contact information. Every opportunity is a networking opportunity. I talked about this earlier in my interview with Nicole, and we will discuss it briefly this evening as we go into giving out more advice for other Black business owners or just small business owners or just dreamers that are trying to achieve something. So that's what we will be doing. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Let's see what we got. All right, let's move. So this is not a dating show. However, I did get a question from somebody. We do have a place called Ask Boss Babe Blog, and you can visit our website and you can fill out a form on Ask Boss Babe Blog, and you can receive a customized response answering questions about personal, emotional, and business life. I like the fact that, let's see. I like the fact that we are talking about a lot of different conversations this evening, and tonight is dedicated to Black business owners, how we can uplift our community, how we can elevate. And so even though I do appreciate people coming on and sharing, their own perspectives and lights in the platform, I do want to maybe give out some advice. I'm not a professional or a therapist. So Mr. OJ, I cannot give you a direct answer to the question that you have asked, but I will say one thing that we can pay attention to as people, as individuals, as business owners, as people in the Black community is what we give our time and attention to. Even though it may be something that is clouding our mind or our judgment or something that we're focused on, you have to choose how much energy you want to give something. And then you have to decide on if it's going to be your narrative and your identity, or if you're going to go and look for the help and the assistance that you need. And in order to find the help and the assistance that you need, you got to be intentional about it. And so that means going to a professional. That means looking for a therapist. That means finding a network or something that is dedicated to providing those solutions. This is a selling show where we talk about small business owners, our community uplifting. So you'll find a lot of great messages here. However, someone that is dedicated to your guidance and your growth is what's really going to help you. And another thing that's going to help you is getting around professionals and people who are like-minded or who have the mindset that you want to be in. So if you're looking to elevate or change and shift your perspective, pay attention to who you surround yourself with. And that's going to give you the answer on where you're going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. Hopefully that helps. All right, let's move on to our next business owner that we're going to be interviewing this evening. And that is Miss Georgia. Hopefully you guys already know who that is. If you don't, you're going to find out. So let's go ahead and bring her on. How you doing?
I'm good. Miss Georgia is diabolical. Just FYI, diabolical.
Oh, we got some more people joining us tonight. I didn't even see all these just pop up like this. Thank you.
Hey, people.
For sharing. Hey, hello, Nicole. Thank you. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, LaShonda. Thanks for joining in. I hope everybody's dropping those states. Drop your business. If you're a small business owner, shopper, whatever you are, drop where you're watching us from. Okay, so let's go ahead and move into this evening. You talking about Miss Georgia is diabolical?
Miss Georgia is diabolical. That's diabolical work, man.
Was I not representing?
You were representing, but it's still diabolical.
Okay, so I'm glad to have you on this evening, MJ. Tonight is going to be a special episode because we are going to talk a little bit about ways we can uplift our community. But before we get into that, let's just go straight into talking about your business. So first, by introducing yourself, and then tell us, how did your business become to be?
So good evening for those who are new to me. My name is Miriam Jackson. I am a Georgia-based business. What is that? My
Oh, do you
business,
hear a noise
MJ's
when you're?
Tees and Custom
Is
Designs
there a noise when
came,
you're talking?
ma'am.
Do you hear a noise when you're talking to me? Like, is there background
It
noise?
sounds like somebody crunching on some food.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this, guys. Let's do a quick little commercial, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and then we're going to see what I can do about that, because I'm not really sure what could be causing it. But let's do a refresh. So here we are going to give you guys a brief commercial break and come right back. Okay, guys, I am back from our brief break. Now we're going to go ahead and look and see what that might be about. Hopefully, everything sounds normal. Let's see. Okay, how do we sound?
Better.
Oh, whew. You know, I got slight OCD. So that stuff was like chalk. And I was like, what is going on? But I wasn't sure what it was, if it was a stream or what. Oh, oh my God, I can focus.
Oh yeah.
Okay, much better. All right. So again, let's refresh, rewind. Tell us, who is MJ? Introduce yourself, and then tell us, how did your business become to be?
Okay. So again, my name is Miriam Jackson. Um, when I am not in my businesses, excuse me, I am a
But
college English professor by weekday, food service worker by weekend, and just all over a fun loving person who enjoys laughing. Um, you know, just enjoy living life because you only get one of them, and you got to live it to the fullest. Um, MJ's Tees and Custom Designs came about as I was grieving the death of my mother, um, and was not supposed to be an independent brand. Um, it was originally just supposed to be me making T-shirts for my sister business, Travel with MJ, and then people just kept asking, "Oh, would you make this? Would you make this?" And then it became its own brand. So MJ's Tees and Custom Designs was never intended to be a separate brand. However, we welcome the separate excuse me, the separate brand into the umbrella with open arms and love and all that great stuff. But this business is this one was where I was what as I was grieving the death of my mother. Um, it gave me an opportunity to just get away from it, just kind of separate from the reality of what was going on for a moment. And then as more people, have purchased their shirts and trust me with their visions and all that great stuff, it's just become even bigger than what it is and what I ever intended for it to be. So I'm grateful for it. I'm very grateful for it. But understanding the origin, it was never supposed to be a brand. But here we are.
okay. Well, I'm really glad that you were able to find a healthy outlet, because there's a lot of outlets we could have we take when we lose people. Going through that process of grieving. So I love the fact that you were still able to find something productive that, it gives you something to do and be productive, but also it uplifts somebody else, because when you're selling these shirts, there's so many different options that you have that are available. So there's really an option or a quote or something to uplift someone. And even if there isn't one, you can get that customly made at your shop. So it's really cool that you chose something that allows you to express yourself, but it also helps other people too, even if it wasn't
Yes.
intentional.
Yes.
Yeah. Snaps, claps, and pats. So talk to us. Talk to us about how you work through that. Like, obviously, that is one way, the outlet, but how were you able to manage things and stay professional and focus on processing orders and building a business in the process of dealing with that grief? What made you transition into, I'm going to make this a business?
It's hard because, while you are trying to be customer service, social media, shipping, processing, and all that, you're still remembering that you're a human. It's hard. So what I don't want to do this evening is make somebody feel like, oh, I'm just Superwoman, because I have my days too. I have my moments where I don't feel like doing anything. I have my moments where I don't want to process orders. However, I can't do that because you have already swiped your card and you have already fulfilled your portion of the contract. Now it's my turn. Okay. So how do I work through that? Day by day, day by day. If it's something that I just know I'm not feeling, today is not the day. I will give myself a little bit of extra time in between processing orders just to give myself a break. So that way I'm not running on fumes or, wanting to take somebody's head off because they said the wrong thing to me. And they might have even said the wrong thing. It just was the way I took it. So I give myself time in between to make sure that I'm breathing, make sure that I am taking care of me, sleeping, resting, and all that great stuff. So it is definitely something that you have to work through daily. So if you're watching this on the replay, if you're watching this now, I don't want you to feel like I have to be Superwoman or I have to be Superman, because men grieve too. But you have to find your outlet to release those feelings, and bottling up those feelings is not going to do anything but make you mad and upset. So find your way, but my way is giving myself time to acknowledge my feelings and resting.
That's a beautiful sentiment. Hello from Australia. Hello. We have Philip who said hi from Australia. Nice to see you. Nice to virtually meet you. We're glad to have you. Come learn about our small businesses and connect with us. Feel free to tell us if you're a business owner, a shopper, or if you just happen to find us as you were scrolling through YouTube. So MJ, thank you for sharing that. And I agree with you about this is my way to process. Everybody processes differently, but it is a positive way to find something that helps relax you, soothe you, and also listen to yourself. Sometimes we just keep trying to push, and sometimes our body and our mental is telling us you need to pause. So for you to be able to acknowledge that and say, I'm not in my right space. Let me bring myself together first, and then I can go and operate and connect and interact with other people, because it does affect your relationships with other people. So when you're not processing those emotions. So now that you've shared that, thank you for sharing that. Let's move into the products that you're showcasing this evening.
All right. Well, Black History Month is among us.
I'm scared.
It's not too bad. It won't get me censored, but
Oh, okay.
Black History is among us. And yeah, let's just get into it. All right.
Okay,
so the first shirt that I'm going to show you this evening is a brand new design that has not even made it to the website yet. However, because I like stepping on toes, I'm going to always step on somebody's toes. And this one is what I call the Unapologetically Tee.
Black, educated, fierce, intelligent, strong. I love it.
Yes. This shirt is currently made in an extra large, and this shirt will start at $25 and will go up from there. Our shirts are priced by size, so small to extra large will be the base pricing. There will be an additional $2 added on for 2XLs, $3 added on for 3XLs, so on and so forth. So just to give you an idea of when I say starting at, that's what I mean. So this is the Unapologetically tee. We are going to be probably getting this up on the website this evening. As soon as I hop off this live. And so that way that it can be purchased. And this is a gray shirt, but of course this is vinyl, so you can always switch out your vinyl color. You can switch out your shirt color if you wanted to do it. I have it in black glitter because I want the world to know. But you might not be as bold as I am. And we might have to go for a lighter, more neutral, subtle color. And we can do that too.
Okay, fair enough.
The next shirt that we have here, of course.
Okay, you said the price for that again, please.
It starts at $25.
Okay, good. All right,
Okay.
so what you got?
The next shirt here is our nutrition facts. Make sure y'all can read that.
Oh, this is like what you were showing me earlier. Can I say? I can't say. I gotta wait. We need to wait, right?
Yes, you gotta wait.
Okay.
You gotta wait.
She's like, she said, yes.
Because I had to
Okay.
figure out what we're talking about here. You know, we've been talking about a lot this week.
You're right. My lips are sealed. Forget it. I won't say anything. All
Thank
right.
you.
But can we go back to this shirt though? Let me see. I want to get a little closer.
A little
So
closer.
it says royalty, strength, intelligent, wisdom, discipline, purpose, serving size, one black king. Oh, let me see. Leadership, culture, discipline. Did I miss one? Or did I get them all?
Based on greatness, no, I think you got everything.
Oh, I really love the top. That's my favorite part. One black king. That's beautiful.
Now we do have the queen version available. We just didn't get it pressed. The reason why we didn't get this one, did not get that one pressed is this one's already sold.
Okay.
So this one will start, and this is a 2X for reference.
Okay.
Okay. And this one will be 27 because it is a 2X. So it'll be 25 for the base, and then it's $2 extra because it is a 2XL.
Okay.
We do have another variation of this. We do have it in black and gold, where the letters are black and all the lines in here are gold. We did not. We'll have that one next week. The shirt that I want to put that on, I can't find right now.
Okay, can you show that off one more time, just slowly in the camera? Because we might crop that again or bring it closer so people can read through it. The top part first. It says Black King, nutrition facts, one Black King, daily value based on greatness, royalty, strength, intelligent, wisdom, discipline, purpose, leadership. What we got? Culture. And then it says ingredients, Black excellence. Yes, I need me one of them. Do you sell the Black Kings or only the shirt?
We got the queen one. We have the queen version.
No. I'm talking about the Black Kings. I am a Black queen. I said, do you sell the Black Kings or only the shirts?
I'm not doing this.
She said wisdom, culture.
Yes. Yes. You need all of this. You need all of it.
Matter of fact,
all of
you guys just head to the shop. If you are a Black King, make sure you use my code KBOSS. It's capital KBOSS. Use the code. It's $10 off of $50 or more. And if you are a single Black King, make sure you let me know you use that code for research purposes. Amen. All right. Let's see what Leslie say. Leslie over there laughing at me. Yes, I'm clowning.
Amen. We do have the queen version. If you want to get the king and queen version, we might be able to bundle. You'll just have to contact us.
That is super cute. And that's the first thing that I was thinking of too. Like couples, people want to match. Maybe they want to get something for their parents. It just depends.
Yes.
You know, these are good for family reunions, family meetups, where we're trying to do stuff to where we're wearing things that empower us. So on a serious note, I really do like that concept, MJ.
Yes. And so again, we do have the queen version in the exact same colors. If you wanted to have them bundled, we probably will put the bundle up on the website as well. So that way you can just go ahead and make your choice. Okay. This next shirt that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show it to you in two different styles. Okay. For those of you who this one's one that you've seen already, so it's okay. For those of you who know, one of our services that we offer is remixing. So remixing is where we take an original shirt, like this one, Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we changed the color because I don't know about you, but I might want a different look on a different day. So if I want a different look on a different day, and as you can see, the original design is white, I took it and I made it gold.
Ooh.
Hold on, there we go. Yes.
I think this is one you took a picture in, right?
Yes. One of
Yeah.
them.
I like that one.
One of them. So for the original version, the shirt starts at $20. So this is the original version.
Black
And
history is
world history,
okay. Beautiful.
because it is. Okay.
It is.
And if you want it remixed, it is going to be a $5 upcharge. So this shirt in its form currently will start at $25 versus the original version, it will start at $20. Okay. Now remember, it's a white design. So you can't put it on a white shirt unless you are automatically getting it remixed. So that way you have to know. Okay. If you send it and say I want it on a white t-shirt, we're gonna have to have a conversation because you can't unless you just don't want it to be legible. And that's not the goal. That's not the goal. Okay. The next shirt that we have actually is the one I'm wearing. It is the Black Queen t-shirt. Let me stand up for you. There we go. Yes.
Yes. Period.
So we have the Black Queen t-shirt with the hair and the adjectives of everything, because what we are.
So what do we have? What we have here? We have
We have so many. We
resilient,
have loving,
clean,
independent,
confident
happy,
woman,
soul, confident, resilient, magic,
brave.
loyal, fierce, melanin, blessed, loving, magical. So many different words to describe us.
Magical.
Magical. So many different words to describe us. Oh,
Yes. Nicole said, I'll definitely get me one exactly with the red and gold.
oh,
That one is cute, Nicole. I actually saw MJ. She posted a picture of it like a while back. And I can't remember how you wore it, but I was like, that's cute. It was in some jeans, I think. It was like red shirt.
It was definitely a Thursday.
Yeah. So like nice casual look. Yeah.
Yes.
But you could dress it up too. You could do a blazer. You could do a white blazer, even with the red and gold and some pretty gold earrings and some jeans and heels. There's so much you can do with outfits or t-shirts like that that have a little sparkle on them, you know?
Yes.
Sharika said she loves that. Sorry, I'm missing comments. I'm missing comments. I'm missing laughs and questions.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my God.
Give us until about probably tomorrow, maybe Saturday, to get them all up on the website, but you'll be able to find them easily under the seasonal design section of mjseasonCustomDesigns.com. Give me till about Saturday. And
there's a question. Will smaller sizes be offered?
Yes. We do. We cater to small all the way up to 5X. So yes.
Sharika said she loves that. Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't trying to scare y'all. I was just trying to see, did she provide the Black Kings with the shirts as well? That's all I wanted to know. I'm still going to purchase my Black Queen shirt because I already know what I am, but I was just inquiring for purposes.
We definitely will do that. This one is another oldie but goodie, and will forever be on their website. It's the Prime Element t-shirt. It is the Prime Element t-shirt. This one is already up on the website. You can go and find it if you want this design. This design will start at $20. And you can put this one on practically any shirt because it is full color.
Can you bring it a little closer for them if they're able to see it without the glare? Yes, much closer. And then maybe just slowly do a preview for the audience. I might get this in a clip later too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you definitely want this one is currently up on the website. I will move it over to the seasonal design section so that way you can access them all in one area versus you having to go and look. But this is.
And does it say like the actual? Oh, okay. I see.
The actual elements, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I see it. That's so cool. I love this shirt for you because you're an educator.
This one is actually one of my favorites. I have it in a short sleeve shirt. I have it on a hoodie. So this one's actually one of my favorites. And again, this one starts at $20 and goes up from there. Now, the next shirt I'm going to show off is actually an order that I'm currently working on because I want to talk about some of the new services that we are offering. Okay, so for those of you that know, we do logo tees. If you want your logo on a t-shirt, you can absolutely do that. But what we have now decided to do, because we are getting so much demand for it, is we are offering back of shirt designs.
Mm. Oh my God!
Yes.
Compassionate Souls LLC.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That's why.
Okay, bring it a little
This is
closer, bring it a
why.
little closer as you walk through this one, because I want them to be able to see this. Okay, go ahead. Compassionate Souls LLC, Waterless Pedicures, home of the Waterless Pedicures, 1-800-690-9192, compassionatesouls.com.
She didn't even know it was coming. She didn't even know I was going to show it off. All right. So besides that, this one was a custom order because she did ask for a back design, but she also asked for a sleeve design. So of course, we had to fulfill that request. So here is the first sleeve. And this one has a Bible verse on it. There we go.
Oh.
And the second sleeve has her name and a cross on it. So we are fulfilling requests around here.
You got a few comments. I did not see some of these. Hello, salam alaikum from Algeria. Well, thank you for joining us. Yes, we get an international, worldwide over here. Worldwide.
Get it.
Okay. South Africa last week. We're on Algeria this week and Australia. Thank you guys for joining. So
That is amazing.
LaShonda said, I know, right? LaShonda said, love it. Nicole said, this is so cute and it's very unique. She was talking about, I think, the red shirt. She shared that. I'll definitely get me one that's in red and gold. Leslie said, I love that. MJ. Nicole said, that's beautiful. I love the concept. Speaks so much about confidence and inspiration. Nicole said, love this MJ. MJ showing out. And then let's see what she say. I know she's showing out, you know.
Listen.
She said you did that. She loves it.
Listen, everybody else been coming with their Black History shirts at the beginning of January. I'm like, people are not ready to start buying Black History shirts at the beginning of January. They trying to figure out when income taxes are coming through. You got to work through that. And some people are cutting off their Black History t-shirt orders like now. And I'm like, why? I'm making a message always through February.
Orders?
Ma'am. I couldn't hear you. What you say?
Oh, you said they're cutting off the orders, like they're done ordering. They're done.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know why we choose a month to celebrate Black History when every day of our life, something that we do is because
it's always gonna be Black History for me.
Yeah, always.
Always.
To be honest, like when it comes to certain holidays, people are like, "Oh, you're not doing anything for this time. Oh, what are you doing for this month? Or how are you giving back?" But this is just my life. This is what I do every day. I always, you know, we're always in our community. So I don't know why it's a holiday and not just a lifestyle. But you know, hey. But all we do know is they can go to MJ's Tees and Custom Designs and they can find those t-shirts if they want them, and it is a lifestyle. How about that?
So yes, those are all of that's just a small collection of the products that I'm showing off this evening. However, excuse me, if you head over to the website, you'll be able to see all of the seasonal designs that we will be offering. And when I tell you that every Thursday I'm coming with a different shirt to work, please know I'm standing on it. So if you want to see the t-shirts in action, you can head over to MJ's Tees and Custom Designs on Facebook, or you can go follow my personal Facebook page, because trust and believe, the shirts will be shirting. Absolutely.
Shirts will be shirting. Did y'all hear that?
Absolutely. The shirts will be shirting. They will be shirting.
Will.
If you saw me last year in the t-shirts I did last year and the toes that I ruffled last year.
She's ruffling more.
My goal is to ruffle toes.
So let's transition into this topic of what tips or advice or insight you have for Black entrepreneurs who are trying to elevate their craft, who are trying to grow? What tips do you have?
Oh, there's so many different ways that I can approach that question. Um, However, I'm going to take the approach that Charlie gave. Um, of it's not going to be easy. Nothing in life is going to be given to you. You're going to have to work for whatever you want in life. And if you're expecting for a person to come and just drop everything for you in your business, there's a really high probability that's not going to happen. So you're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to work. You're going to have to hustle. You're going to have to show them that you're worthy of the purchase that they're getting ready to make from you. You know, you can't just get up there on, and like Charlie said, her improvement area is social media. You can't just get up there one time on social media and say, "Hey, I am Betty and I own Betty's Boutique," and then think that they're going to remember you. There's so many different posts that we consume on a daily or hourly basis, depending on how often you are on social media. So you saying, "Hey, I'm Betty from Betty's Boutique," one time on your timeline, and we don't see you no more for 6 months. It's not gonna work. So whatever you decide to do, make sure that you give it as much effort and as the best of you that you can, because that's what people are going to remember you by.
Mhm.
They are going to remember you by, did you do your best? Because trust and believe, we are in 2026, and if you didn't do your best, a Google review is coming. I just had a conversation with somebody saying that they need to leave a Google review for a company because they were absolutely horrible. The bad impressions will leave a lasting effect faster than the better impressions. So you got to make sure that you stay on the better side of the impressions, so that way you can gain the traction that you are striving to gain. So show up, be professional, show up more than one time, and show up authentically. So if I had to just say anything, that is my message for aspiring business owners or even current business owners who have everything quote unquote together, and you are building a business from the ground up. Be professional. Be professional.
Not the sip right after the quote. No, but I mean, you're telling the truth. Things aren't just going to come to you instantly, and then we do have this thing sometimes because we are in a instant gratification world. If you want to know how to outsmart your mind when it comes to business, it's by understanding that there's psychology behind everything. And the world that
Mhm.
we live in, they understand, the big marketers, people who are in control of a lot of trends and try to promote certain ideas, they understand that everybody wants instant. So they're
Yeah.
going to push instant because that is what they have trained people to do with social media, with some of these platforms. So you post a picture and you instantly get 60 likes. And now you feel like, oh, I got to post another one. But if you post a picture and you get 1 like or 0 likes, you feel like, I'll come back to it, because you're assuming that it means it's not worth it or you shouldn't continue. But like I said in my previous interview, where I was talking about this, those people who we see blow up, get famous, go viral, whatever quotes that you want to use, these are people who have been usually doing this for a very long time. Are there some people
Mhm.
who haven't? Yes. But there are certain individuals who have been showing up for themselves for a very long time. And you just saw one viral clip, one snippet of their life, of a laugh or a video or something silly. And wow, everybody's talking about this. But if you go and do your research, you will see pages full of videos where nobody engaged, nobody liked anything, nobody had any comments. It's that one video that sent that over. So you cannot look at other people and think that, that's how you should be basing your business and your productivity. We got to keep
Right.
going regardless of how many people are liking and stuff. And then what you said too about, like, we promote one time and then we expect people to just know who we are. We ourselves forget things. And I've had to like remind business owners that we as people forget stuff. So if we forget stuff, what makes us think that our customers wouldn't forget stuff? So
Right.
they might see something and like it and be like, "Ooh, I like those shoes," and then forget about them and you're not continuously promoting them. You're not reminding them that they're there. You didn't ask them if they wanted to come to be a part of your newsletter. You didn't invite them to any business events. You didn't reach out, say, hey, how are you? I remember you said you liked these. You just coasted. So how are they supposed to remember? You're competing for the mind share of your consumers. And right now they're in a world full of technology, social media, and scrolling. So if you're not putting your content out there to be a part of the content that they're scrolling intentionally, then you may be decreasing your chances. It's not to say you have to be on social media all the time. That's not the only platform. There are many platforms, brick and mortar platforms. You don't need to have online. However, if you're going to choose a platform, show up 1,000% and be ready to work. Don't
Right.
show up, hey, I own this, and then deuces, and then expect that you're going to be a millionaire overnight, because it's unrealistic. And you're basically setting yourself up to be disappointed and putting unrealistic expectations on yourself, which leads to us closing down that business. So, but I really do feel like that's a topic we don't talk about enough. And I appreciate you sharing that insight. So now that we talked a little bit about that, what is one of the biggest obstacles that you had to overcome in your business life or your personal life that you want to share with everybody?
One obstacle that I have overcome is definitely confidence. I've spoken about this before. There was a time where I did not feel as confident as I probably should have, or probably projected myself that I did. There's still very much times where I question myself and what I'm doing, especially in business. Not because I don't know it. It's just that sometimes I do allow myself to get into my own head, get into my feelings, and it sometimes take over and get the best of me, where I'm just overthinking the situation by whatever means, because I've decided, hey, it's time to overthink this assignment. So confidence is definitely something that I've worked on, by making sure that I'm around people who are lifting me up and not tearing me down. Is definitely something that I've worked on by, not staying in my own head, which means not being alone. Most times when you're having these self-doubt conversations, you're having these conversations with yourself. You're at home, you're alone, you're in your car, you're driving down the street, you're doing something where you are by yourself, where you are allowed to fester and think about whatever is going on, that allows you to over process and overthink a certain situation, whereas the other people that was in the situation probably forgot about it 2 seconds after you walked away, but here you are holding on to it because of XYZ. So definitely making sure that you are not sitting around alone when you are overthinking is definitely a great way to work on your self-confidence, if that is something that you struggle with. Now, if you are overtly confident and you are just, you are the greatest, great, awesome. But not everybody's like that. So if you find yourself battling with confidence issues, go find you a good group of friends that's going to not only tell you what you need to hear, but tell you what you want to hear, but tell you the stuff that you don't want to hear as well. Because a good group of friends is going to tell you, you might have overreacted in a situation, or you might have done something that you probably should not have done. Those are the friends that's going to tell you what's going on. So definitely make sure you keep you a great group of friends that's going to be your cheerleaders and allow you to, be yourself, even if you're struggling with confidence issues that day. It happens.
I really resonate with that, MJ, because I have seen how overthinking can turn some of the most beautiful and attractive internally and externally people into someone that is just completely, insecure, and it changes the way that they interact. It changes how they treat you, how they speak to you. When a person is moving from a place of insecurity, it changes their demeanor. And that's not everyone, because some people are able to sit in their emotions before reacting, but also there are moments where trauma or overthinking can have you subconsciously saying and doing things that you weren't expecting to say or do, or not even realizing that you're doing it. Like someone else is looking at you and they're understanding that this is coming from insecurity. So I do agree with you. You got to find people that are friends, people who are going to tell you the truth about yourself, not the people who smile in front of you. You guys smile and, woo hoo hoo. The stuff that you don't necessarily want to hear, they're going to be honest with you when you ask that question. Because there's some people, when you come to ask that question, they're not giving you the truth. They're giving you what they think you want to hear so that you can feel comfortable and you can feel like this is a place you want to stay. And sometimes they're not doing that because they like you. It's just because there's an insecurity within them and they don't have the courage to tell you the truth because maybe they're scared they're going to lose you. But you got to get around people who care. And then you also have to understand that some trauma is deep, and it's okay if you need professional assistance. It's also okay if you need an outside perspective as well. Sometimes our friends or family says something and we can listen, but then we need to go maybe hear it from somebody else and just kind of listen to more perspectives. That's totally fine too. But you just need to be around genuine people. So I really do resonate with that.
Agreed.
But what was I going to say? But now that we kind of talked about that, I want to go ahead and move into just talking about maybe just a couple of messages or like one positive message that you would like to leave with everybody in the comments, see what everybody has to say, and go from there. Let's see. Good evening. I'm very interested. Oh, okay. My nationality is blocked. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now moving on. Are we moving? Are we moving? Thank you. Back to Black history. So let's just do this. Let's move on and talk about what.
That's a t-shirt. My nationality is blocked.
Okay. All right. Good evening to you. Happy Thursday. How are you? But yeah.
How do you pronounce that? Stop it, MJ. Stop it.
Let's talk about some uplifting. Let's talk about, what messages are we leaving with people over the weekend? Because everybody's going through something right now, whether it's with business, personal life, relationships. They got me cracking up. But whatever it is, everybody's going through something.
I had a whole different message that I was going to leave with the audience this evening until I saw that. And I don't know if y'all know me, but I am.
Let's do both. Let's leave both because I still want to leave space for those people that need that love and that peace. But let's please go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to start with my original message. Whatever you do in your life, make sure that you are doing it to the best of your abilities. Even if that means you're being a troll.
I can't.
I tried. It didn't work. I tried. It didn't work. No, seriously. Let me get back to the point. Whatever you're doing in your life, make sure that you are doing it to the best of your abilities. Make sure that you are doing it the best way that you know how. Make sure that you continue to show up not only for the people who are rooting for you, but for yourself. Make sure that you continue to thrive, live, exist in this world where so much is going on at one time. Make sure that you continue to carve out time for yourself. Take care of yourself. Drink your water. Mind your business. And just remember that you are important, period. Not to this person. The message is, don't be a troll all your life. Do not be a troll all your life.
So sorry.
Let's find us more income-producing activities to do, because being a troll is not income-producing. So sorry. No, I'm not.
Well, it actually is income-producing for me, not for them. But hey, either way.
No. I mean for them. I need for them to find them something safe and productive to do.
I'm sorry. I thought you just meant contributing to a cause, because whether you know it or not, when you comment, towards people, if it's not positive or negative, you're still contributing to their cause. It still promotes and helps them to.
I mean, yes, you're definitely contributing to the big cause, but I need for this person or people, because it might be more than one of you sitting behind that desk being a keyboard thug. Let's find something safe to do. Okay.
Y'all are cracking me up. Okay. All of y'all, everybody, look, can we all just gathered? Can we get it gathered? No. But
We're gathered here for this troll. I'm sorry.
What you talked about as
I'm
far
gonna
as
leave.
doing stuff to the best of your ability, I think that's a great message because we all have different roles, we all have different callings, we all have different things that we're interested in. So
Agreed.
instead of focusing on what the next person is doing and how they're doing it, focus on what you want to do for yourself and then show up at the best of your ability. Sometimes I see business owners not as successful because they are not living in their passion and they're trying to force things onto them from what other people see. You know what I mean? And so when we say, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what is important to me, and I'm going to show up to the best of my ability for myself, you see a huge difference in your performance. Sometimes people just do stuff because they think that's what you want them to do. I've had times where I had to tell someone, and this year I've just been brutally, I don't know if I would call it brutally because I'm always honest, but I have been extremely intentional about getting there with each and every individual that I talk to when it comes to this topic. Because someone will, they'll say, well, I'm just not sure about this. And I say, well, that's going to be dependent upon you. Do you want this? Do you want to do it? Do you see a purpose in it? Because if you don't see the purpose, you're not going to show up to the best of your ability. But if you see a purpose, you're going to show up every time and you're not going to have to ask me, should you show up? So that is where I feel like we sometimes forget that. But I really appreciate your message, MJ. And y'all doing I can't with y'all. So I appreciate your message. I appreciate you being on the platform. And thank you so much for sharing what you did about ways that Black entrepreneurs or just entrepreneurs in general can elevate, taking their brand serious, showing up for themselves more consistently. Is there anything else that you feel like people should know about MJ's Tees and Custom Designs? Any updates you got going on in the business that we should be aware of?
Yes, actually. So as we just spoke about, we are offering designs on the back and designs on the sleeves. The back design is going to be a $10 upcharge to your order, but this is more for like your custom work. And your sleeve designs is going to be an additional $5, but that price might change. Any other updates with us? Updates, anything else you want to share? Oh, we do have our rewards program. We have MJ's Tees and Custom Designs rewards program where you are able to earn points. Yes.
I was waiting for the emojis to come out. They didn't come out, but it's okay.
Where you are able to earn points from your purchases that will help you towards future purchases at our shop. So I'm going to briefly break this down. I don't want to take too much time. So you will start off at the base tier. That's where you'll earn 1 point per dollar. And then once you get to $100, you will become a drip starter. I have to pull up. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up.
Take your time. You still have another segment. I wanted you to end on one of your biggest accomplishments for one of your accomplishments for travel. I mean, with MJ's Tees and Custom Designs.
Okay, cool. So I know you go with the drip. I went with the drip rewards versus anything else because I feel that, when you're leveling up your presentation, you're becoming more drippy because you're putting some respect on it, You're putting some respect on it. Let me find.
While you're doing that, I am going to announce an introduction. Guys, if you want to leave an introduction in the comments, you're welcome to do that. I am watching for multiple platforms, so it's a little hard for me to keep track of everybody. But if you all come to YouTube, I can ensure that I pull up your comments. So this is from Leslie. She said, hey, everyone, I'm a business owner and shopper. My name is Leslie, and my business is based out of Georgia, another Georgia business owner. I'm the owner of Leslie Speaks, where we provide financial support to women throughout the U.S. We specialize in life insurance, term and whole, debt elimination, financial consulting. In addition, have monthly virtual events for women, working moms, and business women. Be sure to check out our supportive communities for women as well. And then her website, you can drop that here too on Instagram or on YouTube if you want to. What you got, MJ? Did you find it?
I found it.
Okay.
All right. So you earn 1 point per dollar at the base tier. Okay. Once you earn 100 points at the base, you become a drip starter. Okay. So once you become a drip starter, you go from 1 point per dollar to 1 1/4 point per dollar on your purchases. Once you hit 250 points, you have become a drip builder. Okay. At 250 points, you will start earning 1.5 points on your purchases. And once you hit 500 points or $500, you will be at full drip, where you will be
Okay.
earning double points on your purchases. So, welcome to the drip program. Welcome to the drip program. Yes. We we needed a rewards
Said
program because
we.
we needed a rewards program because we want to say thank you to our customers who purchase with us, who shop with us. Now, unfortunately, if you shop before beginning of the year, your points didn't roll over. I'm so sorry. But it's so easy for you to earn points and get discounts and all that good stuff. So just so sorry. But we wanted a way to say thank you to the customers, both returning customers and new customers, for investing in the business, for shopping with us, for allowing us to make your visions come true. And the rewards program was just appropriate, because why not give back to those who have given to me? So yeah,
Congratulations, MJ.
thank
Congratulations.
you, thank
And
you.
what is your proudest achievement that you have going on in
um
your business?
in business, the proudest achievement that I have, honestly, and I'm being real honest about it, it's simply getting up and being in business mode, because I don't know if people really understand how much it takes to run one business. For those who have a business, they know what it takes. So imagine getting up and running multiple businesses. And this is not taken away from anything or anybody, because I understand. We have mommies in the chat. We have older sisters in the chat. We have daughters in the chat who have to go and take care of mom and all that. So everybody has something that is going on in their lives. But to get up and consistently run a business to where you are promoting yourself, you are advertising, you are, trying to figure out how to make content out of what you are already doing, it takes a lot. And for my business owners out there, I just need everybody to give themselves a hand clap, round of applause, pat on your back, snaps, whatever you need to, for just being able to get up today and promote your business. Seriously, because that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot to get up, promote your business, even if you're just showing your hands while your hands are moving, so that way they're getting live POV content. You have to you got to give yourself the grace and give yourself a hand clap, because you got up and you did it. So just give yourself a hand clap, because you deserve it. You deserve it.
Boy, I really appreciate that message, and I want to take the time really briefly to say that I think that what you had to say, YouTube, wow, you guys are So what I want to say is I really do appreciate that message, because like you said, it takes a lot for us. We have so much stuff going on in our personal lives, and to get up and still strive for greatness and still decide that I'm going to go and achieve my dreams, you have to remember that people are watching you. When I say people, that could be your children, your brothers, your sisters, your peers, people who admire you, and people wwho look to you as the example, even if they don't tell you, because a lot of times
Mhm.
they do look to you that way, whether they tell you or not. And so people always assume, well, not always, but a lot of people assume that if they just put their dreams to the side and focus on everybody else's dreams, then they're doing the right thing. As mothers, as sisters, as parents, we say, hey, I'm just going to put what I care about to the side. I'm not going to focus on it. It's not important. But what I would argue is that it's extremely important that your community, your friends, your family members, your children see you pursuing your dreams, so they know it's possible for them to do it, because you are their role model. You are their leader. You are the person that they look up to, even if they're not your child. So many people are watching you and looking to you for that inspiration. And there's some people out there that need to hear your voice. So I agree. And thank you for the kudos. I did all of them. I did the snaps. I did the backpacks. I did the claps. You work. I'm gonna take every single one of them, baby.
Hey, look, absolutely, you should.
How many?
You absolutely should take however many as you need. You absolutely should. So it's required.
But no, I agree. I definitely agree with you. So now that we talked about that, we shared our positive. Did you share your positive message you want everybody to leave with? You did, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then you shared your achievements. So congratulations, MJ, on all of your achievements. You're doing such a wonderful job. Keep up the great work. Congratulations on being one of my first clients in the directory that has 4 businesses. Wonderful. So definitely has been fun marketing and advertising them. And we look forward to continuing to promote your brand. Yeah.
I'm excited. Thank you so much.
All right. You have a great evening.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and bring on our next interviewee, and that is LaShonda. So let's bring her on. Hold on one second. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for all of your support in the comments. We appreciate you. Okay, LaShonda, can you hear me? Okay, is everything looking good on your end? Uh-oh, I can't see you. I can't hear you either. We might have to switch to Sharika and come back to you. I can see you, but I can't. I don't know. I don't see anything on the screen. Let's do some testing. Let's see. Oh, there we go. How are you doing?
Hello.
Can you hear me okay?
I can't hardly hear. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I wonder what that's about. Let's see. What about now?
I can't hear you.
No. Let's see. We might have to come back to LaShonda. Let's swap her out and go to Sharika, and then I'm gonna leave a message for her in the private chat so that what about now? Can you hear me? Nothing? Nope. Okay, no. All right, so we're gonna go to our next interviewee of the evening. We've had her on the show before. We're gonna bring her on again so you can get to learn more about her brand. And if you're just now meeting her, then this will be your first time getting an opportunity. Let me take LaShonda off. We're going to put Sharika on. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hi. Good evening. I'm here.
Good evening. Good. I'm glad you're here. We've had such a wonderful and interesting show so far.
I've been hearing.
Oh my
I lost you.
Oh, you lost me? Okay, let me refresh.
Okay, now you're back.
Okay, I'm hearing that audio thing where it's like crackly. So let me refresh one more time and then we'll start your interview. All right. Here we go.
Oh, that sounds much better.
Hey, good. All right. So let's go ahead and get started on the interview. So Sharika, welcome back for the second time on the show.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can before we get started, because I've been watching from the beginning, okay? And let me just shout out MJ, because when I tell you the customer service, the professionalism, like it is on point. And I did sign up for the rewards program, so I hope I'm on the drop tier. MJ, hint, hint. But she is definitely a pleasure to work with, and just dealing with her business in general, I will definitely be back for more shirts and apparel for my business.
Yay!
Definitely
First off,
worth it.
Thank you for your sharing your experience. We love to hear it. I know MJ loved to hear it. She said you are the drip builder. I love it. I love to hear it. You know, that's just an example of the quality that you receive when you're shopping with brands that are verified in our community. They've been doing this for a long time. And MJ is well known when it comes to taking care of everybody. So for those shirts, for the custom items, she now has a digital brand where she can sell you the designs too, as I'm sure you've seen. So thank you very much for your feedback. Now that we know you are the drip builder, let's learn a little bit more about what you do with these toes. So please go ahead and share with us. Okay, LaShonda, I'm going to bring you on in just a moment after Sharika's, and then we're going to try again. Hopefully the audio will work okay for us. It might just be something with our streamer tonight. But okay, so first off, tell us where you're based out of, and then introduce yourself, and then talk to us about your business.
Okay, well, I am based out of Texas. My salon suite is in Hurst, and the suite itself is a pedicure suite, which means I focus specifically on foot care and foot health. Essentially, the name of the business is Compassionate Souls. I've had over 20 years in the medical field in general. And so being in the medical field, I saw firsthand how important proper foot care is and how it can transform a person's comfort, mobility, and just their overall quality of life.
Yeah. And you're very right. And their confidence. As you can see, MJ in the comments talking about working woman feet. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And she's
I got y'all.
She's about to take care of all of that. So I'm to film my experience. I might be in a disguise just so people don't tie my feet to me. But I'll be there because I'm ready.
Not a disguise.
I'm not making no excuses. Yes, a disguise. There will be a code word. When you hear me say boss, just know that's me. Just help me, guide me through there so we can close the door and lock the room and I can just sit in.
Oh my gosh. Well, that is the beauty of my suite anyway. It is not open to other people. So when you come to your appointment, it is a private session with myself. I will be the technician that helps you with whatever you're dealing with when it comes to your feet. So you don't have to wear a disguise even to get into the suite. There has to be, there's a code that you got to enter, and then I got to let you in. So it's very exclusive. I'll put it that way. Very private, very exclusive. And you get in and get out, and nobody will even know you was there.
Okay. Let me take my fake mustache off the Amazon. No problem. I couldn't find a small business that delivered them. We're good to go. But okay, good to know. So now that you've told us just a little bit about, who you are, please, let's start talking a little bit about these services. So go into a little deeper description of the services that you're providing and what you recommend to people.
Okay, well, so services, I do everything that they do at the traditional nail salon. I focus exclusively on things like toenail trimming, callus reduction, fungal nail treatment, ingrown toenail prevention, meaning it starts to hurt or is starting to go into the skin, but it hasn't completely went in yet. Anything non-invasive, I do for feet. Anything that's invasive, which requires cutting or breaking the skin, that's when I will refer you out to one of my network podiatrists or providers, depending on what the situation is. So can I do the pretty from my services? I'm the bridge in between the pretty and the preventive and the wellness.
Okay, good. And I think we kind of underestimate how important the preventive is, because the pretty it's important, but it's kind of doing the polishing and stuff. So if you still have the issue internally, you're going to keep having that issue, and the pretty is going to be a temporary fix. And then if you don't go get that issue resolved, it's going to turn into something that it shouldn't have.
And to be honest with you, pretty I'm sorry, go
Brothers
ahead.
have found the foot miracle worker. I got some cruise ships. Cruise ships is crazy. They used to say boats. She said cruise ships. Okay.
No, it's true because a lot of people end up getting fungal infections from cruise ships.
Oh, is that what you're talking about, Leslie? I didn't know that. I thought she was references. You know how people say like boats and stuff and all that. So I'm like, are you really over here talking about cruise ships? But you're actually talking about.
It's a big deal.
It
is a big deal.
That makes sense though, because it's dealing with water and anything where you're dealing with water and other people and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
That's why anybody going on a cruise, make sure you keep your shoes on. Get in the shower with shower shoes on. Don't do nothing on that boat.
And gyms, I do that at the gyms too. And be careful of whose feet or shoes you're near and all that stuff. I call myself trying to be funny because my cousin had these big old shoes, you know, because he's grown now. He's my little cousin, but it's just so funny to see them grown. So I put my feet inside the shoes. And my other cousin talking about he has athlete's foot. I said, I threw those things out so fast. I said, why wouldn't you tell me that? I done thrown the shoes, ran out into the driveway, started jumping. I know the neighbors were like, what is going on? Why would you watch me? Why would you watch me? Really? That's what I really want to know.
Get
Why
that response right there.
You know, you really didn't like me like I thought you did. Because you watched me put those shoes on and you let me sit and get comfy in them. You didn't say, hey, you might not want it. No, you just stood there and then you proceed to tell me. I won't ever joke like that again in my life. I tell you that much. But I'll tell you that much. But it's okay. It's all right. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. So back to these cruise ships. Please tell us, what service do you recommend to people who might come in and say, I'm having issues with a fungal infection? What would you tell them?
So when I get people that come in, I do a foot assessment to determine exactly what is happening, what is going on. And if they have something like fungal, there's different stages of fungal. And so depending on what stage it is, we'll either have to debride it, cut the whole nail off. We'll either have to do some type of topical fungal solution. Those are the two main things. Debriding the nail, cutting it off completely where the fungal resides. So depending if it's on your whole toenail, if it's on a piece of the toenail, it just depends. But typically when you have fungal, you need to cut it off because fungal thrives and lives off of moisture, dark surfaces. So you need to make sure you're having like white socks, white cotton socks. The fibers and the ink from dark color socks help grow the fungal. A lot of people don't know and realize that. So stuff like that.
Okay, good to know. And thank you. They said, wow, love the energy on this live. So cool. You're so cool too. See, these are the kind of comments we like to see. Keep those coming.
Yes.
But okay, so now that we've learned a little bit more about that, let's talk about some of the hardest things that you have had to overcome, because you are another awesome example of a Black business owner going out there and, showcasing what she has to offer to anyone that needs her services. But what is one of the hardest obstacles you had to overcome in business or in your personal life?
So recently I realized that as a business owner, running a business, making sure that I'm balancing what my clients need in addition to what I need personally. So, as a business owner, we're juggling a lot. We're doing the business, we're doing the clients, we're being mom, we're being whatever responsibilities we have. And sometimes we forget to take time for ourselves. So I kind of second what MJ was talking about. I was making sure that you take your rest and protect your boundary, protect your peace. And if that means you can't see a client that day and you need to your body needs to rest, your mind needs to get some relief, take that time, because you want to make sure that you're listening to your body and you're not ended up in the hospital somewhere because you're trying to go and satisfy everybody else's needs.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. And your body will tell you when you've done too much. Last year we had I had a scare where I was thinking that I had a stroke because symptoms. Yeah. And, obviously my diagnosis was wrong, which is why sometimes it's good to go to the doctor. Look, y'all can tell I don't like going to the doctor based off that response. But I'm one of those people that you have to literally literally drag me in the car to go to the hospital just because of the discomfort I feel sometimes, where I don't feel like the person that is there is really taking me serious when I'm saying that
Right.
something is comfortable, that I'm hurting.
Right.
And I've experienced that many times. So I tend to say, I'll just wait it out. But in this situation, I was actually the person that said, I think I might need to go to the hospital. And that's
Wow.
rare for me. And my family, they recognize that as rare. So for me to say it had them on alert, like, okay, we got to leave, because I couldn't feel, I was feeling numb and like a tingleness on the right side of my body. And I didn't know what that could be from. And, you know, I don't know if I had shared this before, but, you know, my grandmother, she had a stroke. And I believe that it was due to stress. And in the process of how it happened, she ended up having to go to the hospital, but she lost movement on one side of her body.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it came down to her having to, you know, rely on people. You know, that's where we talked last time. We talked about how it's so hard to rely on people when you're used to doing things on your own.
Right.
And instantly in that moment, I broke down a little bit, because I was like, have I pushed myself too far? That is the scary part, which is why I talked about this at Soft Girl Sunday. You never know when you've pushed yourself too far until you are past the threshold and it is too late. And that is a very scary thing, because when you get there, it's too late. So if you have had a mental breakdown that has affected you physically or taken you to a place you weren't supposed to go, you're already there. It's too
Right.
late. In many cases, it's not too late and you're able to get out of those things. And in some cases, some physical changes are reversible, but stress, strokes, things like that, some of the effects of them are going to linger a lot longer than
Absolutely.
other effects, like, you know, being sad because you couldn't go to work, but saying, hey, let me take a pause. You
Right.
can live through that, but you can't live through physically tiring yourself to the point where you're no longer able to move. So
Exactly.
I was freaking out. I got to the hospital and I found out that they were like, you know, a stroke is kind of odd for your age. That's not normal. And I know that's not normal, but sometimes things happen when you're stressed out, and I was stressed out. So he was like, let's look at your back. So when he looked at my back, he realized that it was extremely stiff and like it needed to be worked out. So I needed to go and get that worked out and like massage, because it was just so tense. And also my arm, because I type and I write and I send so many messages throughout the day, memos, consultations. My arm was like developing some kind of form of like, I guess, carpal tunnel or something. So I ended up having to get a stent that I needed to sleep with, because I couldn't do certain things that would cause it to move. But in that process, I went through all emotions. The emotion of, have I pushed myself too far to where I'm no longer going to be able to do the things I love to do, all because of stuff that really could have waited. And then I went through the emotion of having the stent and not being able to do certain things because I needed to keep it on, and saying, this is what happens when you push yourself too far. And so that I really did resonate with, about just taking your break, from you and from MJ. So for you personally, when you started navigating through, like, you know, okay, I got to take my break, I have to pause, I have to give this a day off, did you have that guilt, that entrepreneur guilt, like, you didn't get up today, you didn't do anything today,
So
you're
let
gonna
me
miss
tell you,
sales?
just like you, I guess I was kind of reactive, because it took for me to get sick, and I was sick about 3 or 4 days, couldn't get out of the bed. It wasn't to the extent or the severity where you ended up in the hospital or needing to go to the hospital. But my family knew, like, okay, something's wrong, because Sharika hasn't gotten up. I'm normally up by 4:35, 6 at the latest. But I could not get out of that bed. And that's when I realized, and I was like, okay, I can't keep going like this, because if not, I won't be able to help not only my clients, but myself, my children, my fiance. Like, I will be no good to nobody. So that's what made me say, you know what, I need to make sure that it's okay to say, okay, no, I'm not taking any appointments today. It's okay to say, nope, I got to see you next week. It's okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Listen, y'all, I don't know what's going on with the YouTube streets tonight, but we got to turn y'all off the chat, and I'm just going to pin the chat. So when I see those comments that I love, I'm going to pin y'all to the chat, okay? Some of y'all folks have been put in the eternal timeout, which means you're never coming back from it, okay? Block City tonight is what we're doing, is what it looked like. So I'm just let it sink in. But everybody, you know, everybody that came in, they know how to sit down and just be their wonderful self. We're going to make sure we pin you to the top so that everybody can see your feedback and your take on these conversations. Everyone else, try again. Yeah, somewhere else, not here because you're blocked. But all right, so let's move on. So now that we've talked a little bit about that, those feelings, like you said, everything that you said just really hit me. The thing about like waking up and being so tired and realizing this is not normal. Like normally I jump out the bed, and this morning I'm just like stuck. Not because I don't, want to get up, but because my body is telling me I can't do anything. Like I need to just relax. I made myself continue to sleep because of how tired I was. So that's really true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, y'all, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in these streets. All I know is we're just gonna have to get in a different car on a different road because wherever you guys are driving to, we're not going. All right, so moving on to the next question that I have for you, Sharika.
Okay.
So now that we talked a little bit about, what it is you provide, well, somewhat of what you provide, I want to ask you, what is one piece of advice or encouragement that you have for Black business owners?
One thing I would say is, and it goes back, I think, even the first time that I was on here. So, I'm very spiritual, and I look to God for everything I do. So one thing I will say is trust in God with all your heart. Don't depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in everything you do, and he will show you which path to take. Now, bouncing off of what MJ said, you still got to do your part and do your due diligence and make sure you're putting in your effort, because faith without works is dead. So if you're not doing your part, you have to take your step forward for him to also take his step as well.
Yeah, I think that that is very true. When it comes to like showing up for yourself, people don't understand the power in that. And I would say for me, everyone's spiritual journey is different. So whatever it is that you believe in, whatever power, if you believe, if you don't believe, at the end of the day, I think that regardless of what our religions are or our beliefs are, unless you're someone who's maybe an atheist, which is okay. But what I'm saying is there's always this concept that there is some kind of higher power or something else that is going to make us or move us to do something. And I would argue and say that if you really pay attention and read and listen to whatever religion, well, not every religion, but some of these religions, it's about you making that movement. So you still have that belief that there's something or someone out there, but you still have to work towards it. Everything doesn't just come to you. We still have to move, and we don't sit and wait. So like, yes, have faith in yourself, have faith in what you believe in, and stand 10 toes down on whatever it is that you believe in. But also understand that it requires work as well. It requires the integrity of showing up how you think you are supposed to show up every single time, regardless of what kind of gratification you're getting, whether it's instant, whether it's delayed, and whether it's nothing at all. And I think that's where sometimes we forget that. So we're waiting for this to drop in our lap because we're expecting that higher power or, that universe is going to bring it to us, but we have to walk towards it too. You can't be expecting that things are just going to come to you when you're not walking towards them. So, I definitely resonate with that. And I think that anyone can resonate with the idea of you making the steps yourself, not just relying on the thoughts, because they both go together, in my opinion. Yeah. I say what you say and what you do makes and determines your success and your growth and your development and whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. So if I say I want to be an encouraging person, I want to elevate, I want to grow, but then my actions are me staying comfortable in the same space, that doesn't align. And it doesn't, and when you're not aligning with yourself and what you're saying, it shows in your results.
Agreed. Agreed. Yeah. Very well said. I love that.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. But it does, what you guys have been saying, it really does resonate with me though. So now that we have kind of walked through and talked about that, let's move into one last time where you're based out of, and then feel free to share any of the services that you want to recommend to people that want to come out and visit you.
So I'm based out of Hurst, Texas is where my suite is located. From a service perspective, I do wellness pedicures. I do callus treatments. Hint, hint. For those people with
Oh,
the
you ain't got a hint. You already know I'm coming. If it wasn't clear, y'all can meet me there. Actually, if you want to come, I'm gonna be there. Yeah.
toenail restorations, ingrown toenail prevention, fungal treatment, anything dealing with the feet I do except cutting and surgical stuff that's outside of my wheelhouse. But everything else I got you.
Okay, good. I'm really excited about this. You have your you want to share with them your upcoming events that you have on the February 17th?
So on February 17th at 11:30, I have my ribbon cutting ceremony. You can show up early if you want to help, put with the setup and all that stuff. Be my guest, show up early. But the ceremony starts at 11:30.
Okay, you have a question. So Kiana, shout out to Kiana. Thanks for joining us. What about nail growth?
What about nail growth?
Like, do you provide services or things that tailor towards that for people that are needing that kind of
They want their natural nails to grow?
I'm assuming, right? Kiana, your natural nails, that's what you're meaning, like to increase your nail growth. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate you all. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Hope you get to join us and learn about the businesses and the solutions we're talking about. Somebody put some nail emojis on there. Let me pin that. I like that. She said, yes. Okay, so she said health, nail growth, and toenail growth.
Yes.
So you have, okay, so what would you recommend? What service would you recommend to someone who's wanting those specific?
So when it comes to nail growth and strengthening of the nails, it's all about consistency with the products and not putting on enhancements and things of that sort. You can wear the enhancements, but you have to make sure that you take them off correctly to protect the growth of the nail. Because for me, when I have people that want to do nail growth and they let's say they don't have any nails at all, we're starting with nubs. I'll say it that way.
Now you got me looking at my fingers.
If we're starting with nubs, then I do use enhancement, something like a poly gel, something like a builder gel to strengthen the nail as it grows out. Once it grows out to a certain length, then we maintain that length once it gets there. And that's using, oils and creams and things of that sort to make sure that we protect the nail integrity.
Okay. And so if I'm saying, hey, I need a service or something that's going to help me with my nail growth over time, even if I don't have press-on nails. She said, I got nubs. So if I need that service, Sharika, which service are you recommending?
That will be a restorative nail service.
Okay, yes. So can you tell us a little bit more about this service? What is it going to entail when I come to the shop? I'm asking for a friend. Purposes, nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to help the audience what they need as the host that I am.
I'm not even going to go there with you, Katan, tonight. I'm not going to go there. I'm going to answer the questions as they've been asked. What that entails is
Yes, look. Yes.
We've had the conversation. We've had the conversation.
Let me pin these comments because they think I'm lying. Thank you. I'm just trying to do my job. Do you see how they treat the Black woman when she tries to do her job? Everything that she is fought with. I'm just trying to be a good civilian. So yes, please.
Either way, that will involve a natural manicure service. That's where we file a nail, cut the nail, trim whatever nub we got, make sure everything is even. So with the builder gel, I will use a structured nail form to build out a little nail tip to help the natural nail grow. Once the nail starts growing, then we do an overlay service to protect the nail and just maintain it every 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, good to know. So maintain it 3 to 4 weeks. When you say maintain, are you talking about like coming to your monthly appointments? Are you talking, okay, perfect.
Right.
And then outside of that, they can still do like getting their nails done and stuff like that? Or do we need to stay off of getting press on.
No, so when you're on a natural nail journey, I don't recommend putting on nail enhancements, especially if you're going to wear them for a long period of time. If it's something like a press on or something that lasts a couple days, that's fine. It pops right off. But if you're talking about something that has a hard structure that can actually damage your nail when you take them off, I recommend going to a professional to take them off if you want to salvage your nail growth.
Okay, good to know. No, okay, yes. She's talking about do not entertain Catan. Ma'am. See, y'all, I'm really excited here trying to do my job.
We coming for you, Catan.
Asking for friends. That's literally what I'm doing.
Oh, no more research today, huh?
No, just research. That's it. Light research. That's all. Just for friends. But not research purpose for me right now at this moment. Okay. Yeah. So good. We have client confidentiality. So when I go to purchase all these services that we talked about today, it's for research purposes. If they're talking about, I'm not hearing you out. So okay. So she's based out of Hurst, Texas, guys. She said February 17th, she's going to be doing her ribbon cutting with the city. So you guys can come out. It does start at 11:30. However, if we are on CPT, join me at 11 a.m. so that we can get there a little bit earlier. There will be refreshments, snacks, and drinks. And to all my loved ones, as you know, I like to eat and enjoy myself. I will not be waiting if you are late. I will be in the lobby. So ensure that you meet me early so we can have us a good little time, go out a nice little shindig. And if you get there a little later, we still want to see you there. But I can't make no promises. Okay? All right?
12 o'clock is over.
But I really, really am excited about your ribbon cutting. We talked about this on our last show. So I don't want to take too much time from you because I want you to be able to share your achievements. But just the importance of us as consumers knowing our worth, how valuable we are. Sometimes we go places for services and then we don't receive a service like we're valued, like they really cared about taking care of us. And I talked about this on my podcast a little bit. It was called If I Was Oprah. And if I was, I know but y'all know what I'm trying to say. So it's the concept of if you were, quote unquote, somebody that they saw as important, would they treat you with the same level of care as they would if you were not that person that they saw as important? And it's about operating with integrity no matter who walks through your doors. And sometimes people forget that because they get so lost in just making the sales and going through the motions. And sometimes people just never cared about it. So us as a consumer, we have to know our value and our worth and how powerful our attention and our dollars are to say, hey, this is not aligning with how people should be treated, the integrity. So let's go to places where we are treated like they care about us. And for you, one thing that stood out to me about your brand is how you focus on, we don't leave until the job is done. So I can bring my working woman feet. I can bring my crouching tiger hidden toenails. And I don't have them, but I'm just saying I can bring them. And if you do, you can. And she's not leaving until the job is done. So we're not going to have that, when you look down at your feet and your nails and then you realize you don't really like it and they're trying to rush you out like you're the inconvenience, even though you're the reason why they're here. We don't have that, this doesn't look right. And, no communication, just here's the payment. So,
So that is one of the differentiators for my service. I'm not the traditional nail salon. I'm not the sweatshop. I'm not about just rushing you in and rushing you out just by nature. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited for the ribbon cutting. I really appreciate that comment. But I'm not about just by nature. I'm a very detailed and very analytical person, and like everything has to be right. And so that was one of the joys for starting my business, because what I do, I know it's going to take time. I know that it's going to take that care and that compassion, that dignity, making people feel seen. I've been a consumer. I've been in those places where it felt like they just wanted my money and I was in and out and I was not satisfied. I don't want to have my salon suite feel like that. I want you to feel at peace. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to understand that it's more important for me that your foot health is right versus the cosmetic. because putting paint on it, all you're doing is hiding the internal problem anyway. That's not going to help me or you. And I don't want you running back to the internet. My business and I did this.
What happened to me at Compassionate Souls? Turned out they're not so compassionate after all.
Right. That part, Katan, that part.
Yeah, no, we don't want you running back anywhere, feeling like you were not presented with the same quality that every customer should receive when they come in. So I just love that about what you do, because it takes the ease off the customer feeling like I got to come in and be my own advocate, which is really crazy to feel like you have to do that in any industry where someone is supposed to be dedicated to servicing you and helping you out. They should be your advocate. That's why you came to them.
Absolutely.
So, but now that we've shared that, I want to thank you. We love you too. Period. Okay. But yes, thank you for the feedback, guys. We appreciate it. So now that we've done this, I do want to ask you, what is one of your biggest accomplishments or achievements that you're really proud of right now for your business?
To be honest with you, my greatest achievement right now is making sure and understanding it's okay to set boundaries to say what I can do and what I cannot do. And if I cannot do it, I will be the first one to let you know I cannot do it.
Yeah. So how did you get through that? Because there's some experiences that I've had with this topic, and I want to hear, and I want other entrepreneurs who might be struggling with that to hear how you were able to get to this place.
To be honest with you, it goes with surrounding yourself with the right people and the right community, which I want to thank you guys as well. You, MJ, shout out to MJ for sure, because she's had some conversations with me. Also, and just in my personal life, through people that I went to school with, grew up with, I have a close knit circle where, they're constantly lifting me up. They're constantly encouraging me. They're constantly reminding me, Sharika, you're human too. It's okay to say no. You don't have to be superwoman to everybody. You can't save everybody. So you have to be reminded of that sometimes.
Man, that statement alone, you can't save everybody.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me. Tough one for me.
I feel like for us, as we're talking about how we can uplift the Black community, but I also want to talk to Black women as well. I feel like that is something that is constantly a battle, because we are conditioned to see that it is normal for us to put everything on our backs. And there's also this loving side of us and part of us that when you see someone that's hurting and needs something, either you see something in yourself that you want to support or aid to, or you just see a place where you could uplift somebody and you want to save everybody. And we cannot save everybody. We just can't.
Right.
Some people don't want to be saved. Some people
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, some people don't want to be saved. Some people are not ready to receive the fact that you want to help them. And some people just don't appreciate the love or don't want it at that time, or maybe just ever. Accepting where people are at and just letting that be what it is one of the hardest things, especially when you see their potential or when you see how great they can be. It's really hard because it's like you look at them and you want to be like, oh, you don't want to do, but the reality is they have their own life, they have their own journey, and the best you could do is tell them you're here to support, tell them your stance, and they take it or they don't take it, but it's not going to be at the at the expense of me or my. We can't do that. So I definitely resonate with that. And then what you said about setting boundaries, learning to communicate, the simplest thing is learn to communicate. Like you said, what I can do and what I can't do can save so many relationships in your life. Business, relationships, friendships, romance. I mean, so many. Because if we just have the conversation, I can't do this, but I can do this.
Right.
Give someone the chance to choose if they are wanting that or if they're not wanting it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's a really big one. Like I feel like we need some snaps or something, y'all. Can we put some snaps in the chat, guys?
I don't
Those
know.
are like the little Pac-Man things off the. Oh, okay. I see your head. That's what...
Listen, this is what my daughter does to me all the time.
I know. I see all those kids doing this. Look,
She's like, yes, mommy, yes.
I be trying to be hip, but my siblings be calling me ancient. So I just at this point I don't know what age I'm in, what generation I represent. I don't know anymore because I tried one time, forgot what it was I said. I was like, that's lit, but I did it like that, and my sister was like, no, grandma,
Not so much.
yeah, they call me ancient. They call me the ancient one, granny, grandma, auntie. So I be trying. I try, but I can't keep up with y'all. I'm trying though.
I can't either. I gave it up already.
Look, we got some what are those with the hands like that, right? That's just gonna be our sign tonight, guys. I'll figure out the snaps later. She said I'll just clap. Okay, we've come to the conclusion. We'll just figure out the snaps for another night. I'll do some research before I start talking about what it should look like. Now that we've talked about that, so you said one of your biggest achievements is your boundaries, being able to set boundaries, being able to say I need a break, listening to yourself. So now that we've shared that, I do want to end this note. What is one positive message that you would like everyone to know about your brand, or just positive message in general you want them to take with them for the weekend?
One positive message I would say is just to give it your all. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you want to do, if God placed it on your heart to do it, just go full force with it. Don't hesitate. Not saying not research, not figure out how to get it done, but just get it done.
Yeah. See, not to shortcut, not to shortcut, but also not to procrastinate, overly procrastinate.
Right.
I love that. Thank you for that message, Sharika. Is there any last things you need everybody to know about your business? Any updates, anything like that for anyone in the Texas area or anyone that wants to drive to you in the Texas or Hurst area?
You can always reach me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn at Compassionate Souls is my name. The business is, or if you want to go to my website, www.compassionatesouls.com. I'm open, welcome to help anybody that wants to help. Just remember, preventive is always better than reactive. Don't wait until it's too late.
I love that. Felt like you were about to start rhyming. Poetry. Don't wait until it's too late. Because if you do, those toes won't be great. I was feeling it.
Finishing it off for me. I appreciate that.
Yeah, anytime. If you need like a singer for a jingle or an advertisement, I'll do the best I can.
I'm going to hit you up.
Look, I follow you on LinkedIn. I found you. So I see your picture. You guys can go follow her on LinkedIn. And if you do have any questions, make sure you head to her website. It's compassionatesouls.com, correct? Yes. Correct. And then also, you should know that Sharika is actually going to be one of our vendors for Soft Girl Sunday in March. So she will be coming out. She will answer any of your questions that you might have in person. And she will also be providing what?
Foot massages. Patan is waiting on his foot massage. Y'all hear me?
I'm waiting outside doing that little Kim dance with that bob that I was doing on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So make sure you meet us March 8th, Soft Girl Sunday. We will be at Sugaring LA. It's in Plano, Texas. And Sharika will be one of our vendors. We're going to have self-care. We got photography going on. If you guys need free professional headshots, make sure you go fill out the form. If you're a member of the directory, make sure you go fill out the form because there's going to be a high percentage of, I think she filled out the form. There's going to be a high percentage of people that are part of our directory who can go get them a professional headshot for free. It is being delivered by Greenhouse Photography. They're also based out of Texas as well. We're going to dress up, look cute, and it's Mardi Gras style. So just make sure that y'all ready. Yes, the memo will be coming out, I promise. We're still in Valentine's Day Soft Girl Sunday mode. So I'm still letting everybody know to come dressed up for the Valentine's Day one. But we will have one for Mardi Gras. We're going to have we might have some snacks and food and stuff. I have not determined if I'm going to cook for this one again, but if I do, I'll let everybody know ahead of time. It might be some red beans and rice, just a little Cajun red beans and rice, nothing crazy, And then we have Lacole joining us from Louisiana. She's going to be coming down to speak and to be a vendor and hopefully bring me some crawfish. So, yes, I'll do that to that, yes.
Oh.
So thank you so much. Sorry. I don't know why.
Thank you, Katan, for having me.
Yes, you have a wonderful night. I look forward
Thank
to
you.
meeting you at your ribbon cutting.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So everyone, the ribbon cutting, what we were talking about earlier was February 17th. And then, oh, hold on a second. There we go. So it's February 17th for the ribbon cutting, guys. And after that, I also have an appointment scheduled with Sharika. So I'm going to be videotaping my experience. Now we have one more beautiful interviewee this evening. So I'm going to try to bring her on. Hopefully we're able to get this sound stuff sorted out. We've been having a couple technical issues this evening. So let's see what we can do. Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. All right. I was like, oh, moment of truth. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback, everyone in the comments. And LaShonda, thank you for your encouragement. I've been looking at some of your comments too. So we have another amazing professional this evening who will also be joining us on March 8th for Soft Girl Sunday. It's been a little while since we had her on the show, but she's always been a member of our directory for the past 1 to 2-3 years. It's been a little while. Time goes by so fast. So I'm excited to have you on. Please, for anyone that doesn't already know you, introduce yourself and let us know more about you first before we talk about the brand.
Okay, my name is LaShonda, and I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And my business is LMI Legacy Collective, formerly known as LMI Collection LLC.
Okay, all right. Louisiana in the house. Are you bringing me some crawfish too?
I can.
I'll
What
pay
about
for it. Don't worry. You tell me how much. Is there a Swamp Daddy's by you?
Huh?
Is there a Swamp Daddy's by you?
I don't know. I'm not for sure.
Okay, not me asking about Swamp Daddies on the interview. Let's get back. Let's stay focused. So, can you guys tell I'm hungry? So please tell us, tell me a little bit about your brand, because for anyone that already knows you, they have probably noticed that your name has changed. So what made you decide to change the name of your business? How did that come about?
What made me change the name of my business was I'm also an author, and I have a couple of books that's coming out. I have one that I'm actually advertising now, promoting now with a co-author. And what inspired me to change the name of my business, I had to pray on the situation first, and I'm leaning more towards wellness, spirituality, and all of that. So that's what made me want to rebrand my business to be able to help other women, just like I helped Miss Adrian when me and her did our book together.
Yeah. I really do appreciate the fact that we're focusing so much on self-care. I feel like we're seeing how much people have maybe neglected themselves a little bit, or just been put in situations where they're not feeling their best. And I'm seeing a lot of entrepreneurs trying to reshift the focus from not just, we already provide great service and a great energy, but let's really focus in on how we can better take care of ourselves as individuals. So
Right.
I like that you focus on that shift. Before we move into your physical products, let's talk about this book. What is your first book about for anybody that doesn't already know?
My first book is called Love Life Unexpected Endings. It's basically explaining what I went through divorce, through miscarriage, through almost losing my life back in September of 2004. I almost lost my life during pregnancy with eclampsia. So that's what really inspired me to do my business outside of my grandmother. So that's what really got me to working on what I'm working on now for the wellness and the spiritual part of everything.
What was the hardest part about actually getting through the process of like publishing your book?
Reliving, reliving the memories and stuff, reliving it.
That
Yes.
is very deep.
Because I really didn't know that I was in this world. Like I was told that I was basically gone. They had to revive me, bring me back. I was basically on a ventilator. I was in a coma for almost a month or two.
Wow.
And me not being able to, my baby was okay, but me not being able to see her when I wanted to see her because she went home before I did. It was a very depressing moment in my life.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
I appreciate and commend you for being able to go through that again so that someone else would be able to hear that and know that they're not alone. Because there's a lot
Yes.
of people going through those kind of situations and not having anybody to relate to, and maybe not having that mothering figure in their life to tell them or show them the ropes as they're experiencing these emotions. So
Right.
that is a very beautiful thing. Shout out to you. Shout out to all the moms watching in the comments. We love moms. We got to appreciate the sacrifice, the time that they put in, with their body. I mean, it's just so much that goes into it. The hormonal changes that you face as a woman throughout your life, it's just ongoing from, being a young girl and just being a kid to now having to worry about your body changing and things changing to the point where you have to leave certain situations because there's something going on with your body, to
Right.
becoming a young woman and realizing you have to pay attention to how you dress, what you put on, what you're wearing, who you're around, because of how your body may be perceived or because how you might be perceived, to being a mother and realizing that the body that you had before is now changing because you are carrying a whole child, you know?
Right.
So and then from not being a mother to going through menopause, or the chances that people have sometimes of not having a child. It's just so many changes that we take on throughout the days, the life of a woman, and we just move and operate as if it's normal. That's the part, I don't know, it's like an inspiring part, but it's also chilling part that you could be going through all of these changes and you just operating like a regular person, and you're just making things
Right.
happen, and you're just carrying stuff on your back and making no excuses and showing up for your children regardless of who is there. You are that rock. We just do that as women.
Right.
So it is amazing, like it's when I hear these kind of stories. And thank you for your positive comments. We appreciate that. So let's talk a little bit more about your products, and then we'll kind of piggyback to what your tips are for Black women or Black business owners, how we can better uplift our community. So let's go straight into those products now.
Okay, my products, I do candles and I do room sprays that are reflecting on my books. And most of my that's most of my products right there, my candles and my room sprays. And behind every candle and room spray is a story.
Okay.
And the candles and the room sprays that I have is called Sacred Stillness. And we have one called Resilient Grace. And we have another one called Velvet Serenity. And another called Southern North. And all of those are very intimate scents, very relaxing scents. It brings you into a space to where if you are down and out, you're able to light that candle or spray that spray, and it'll bring that refreshings, that joy back to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that. I like the aromatherapy perspective that you're bringing for people, because it is this is just something for me. I can't speak for everyone else, but there have been days where I've been going through things in my life and I just felt so brokenhearted, so down, just feeling so tired, just pushing through and things always happening, like just piled up on top of you. And in those moments where I feel that way, to avoid allowing intrusive thoughts to win, I do practice self-care and I do practice aromatherapy in my own way. But like taking care of yourself, adorning yourself after a very long day, shutting off your technology, going and taking a long, nice, warm, or hot shower. Take you some water in there because people be passing out in those hot showers.
Right.
So be careful. Look, but take your shower, exfoliate, do an entire skincare routine, all that maintenance on your body that you need to do. oil yourself down, get your coconut oil, get your jojoba oil, get your olive oil, get your whatever oils you got. And then after that, you put a little perfume on so that you smell good, you feel good. You do your facial routine, you do your eye mask. Like, that is a mental health thing for me. It really does help and contribute to my mental state. So sometimes people hear that, they don't understand it. Like, there was a person that I had talked to, obviously not anymore, but they said, they said something along the lines of, "Oh, it just takes you so long. You're just so obsessed with that." And I'm like, it's not an obsession. It's a ritual. Right. It's a practice of bringing yourself back to peace after you've had a busy or long day or a long week. So I like the fact that you talk about like safe space, just having a place where you can relax. And I really do appreciate that. But now that we've talked a little bit about, we know you're an author. We know what your first book was about. We know that you provide room sprays and candles. I do want to ask you, what is the biggest or the hardest obstacle that you have had to overcome in your personal life or in your business life? And it can be the same one that we talked about earlier, or it can be something different that's just on your heart.
In my personal life, I've been having a lot of bereavement going on, a lot of deaths in the family, and that's been spilling over into my business, because it's like I've been trying to be there for family, for myself, and I'm like, I can't be neglecting my business like this. I have to get back into tune. I have to get back to it. And that goes back to what Miss MJ was saying. And you got to stay consistent with it. You got to stay. I had to stay prayed up, because there were times where I was so lazy. I was like, I don't have time for this today. I'm not in the mood for it. But then I had to bounce up out of it. And the main person that really stuck by me through all of this was my publisher, Miss Nicole. She really brought me out of that spell that I was in, that I thought I was in. And so she was like, "No, LaShonda, you can do this." She was like, "You got books to write. You still in the process of finishing the book that you had." She was like, "You got to do it." And that's what I did.
That's really beautiful. And I appreciate you for sharing that and acknowledging her as well. Nicole Smith is the founder of AL Publishing and Consulting, and she actually is a book publisher. So she's another verified, incredible business owner in our directory, but she's also a speaking mentor. She's also an author coaching course, and she is the brand that LaShonda chose and selected to publish her books through. So, and I actually just interviewed on her show today, so that's crazy that you mentioned her. But I shout out to Nicole and all of the resources and support that she's provided to the community. We appreciate you. And what you're talking about, I can definitely resonate with that feeling of, there's like a little feeling of guilt where you feel like you might be being lazy or you're not doing enough. And it's hard because you're trying to balance that out. But at the same time, we don't want to run ourselves into the ground. And we don't want to be that person where we go too far. Like what I was saying earlier, you never know you've gone too far until you've gone too far, and you can't reverse the damage that you've placed on your body or yourself. So I really do resonate with what you're saying. So in the process of you had a mentor, you had someone who was helping you and working you through these feelings and emotions that you were going through. What is something that you learned about yourself in this process?
I learned that I can be stronger than what I am. And because I used to doubt myself, and that's what I learned, to be stronger than what I am, and that I can get through anything. And with God, I can get through anything. Anything is possible with him. So, yes.
Okay. So you learned that there was way more you were able to overcome outside of what you thought. And then I guess another thing I would ask is, what tips would you give to somebody who's in that space right now, or who might be going through that?
What tips? I would pray.
Yeah.
Pray and ask God to get you through it. Never be afraid to ask for help. Never be afraid to accept the help, long as from the right people. You got to surround yourself around positive people that have your best interest at heart. You can't just go to anybody, because everybody don't have your best interest at heart. So you just have to surround yourself around positivity, someone that, have your best interest at heart, someone that don't mind helping you, supporting you, mentoring you through it. So, yes.
I think that's a really great piece of advice. You have to find your safe space. You have to know there's different safe spaces for different parts of your life. Maybe you have a safe space for business, a safe space for personal life, or you have a safe space that allows you to do all of those things. But I love what you said. And then I would even add on to say, have that person or that group community in your life that feeds a different part of your life. So you need that business group. You need those people that feed that drive of like, I got to get up. I got to get after my dreams. Then you need that emotional side. You need the people who say, hey, you need to focus on your self-care. You need to take care of yourself. You need the physical side. We need to be in that gym. We need to be working out. We need to monitor our fitness. You need the spiritual side, people that align with your spiritual values. Every person in your life is going to feed into some side of you or take. They're going to feed or they're going to take. And you know, you got to make sure you're around people that are feeding and taking, because you're going to be giving and you're going to be taking as well. But when these relationships are reciprocal, it works so well and so smoothly, especially through communication. So I really appreciate what you're saying, LaShonda. And I know there's a lot of people out there that have experienced that. And then I also got some commentary. So thank you for joining us, The Battle Zone. We appreciate you. Let's see. I support and respect Black women. They are the foundation of our community. Keep up the great work. That is so beautiful. I will pin that if I
Thank
can
you.
on the commentary, but I can't. Well, hold on, maybe I can. But okay, so now that we have kind of walked through that, we talked a little bit about that. I do want to ask you, what piece of advice do you have for Black business owners in our community, or small business owners, or both? You can share one for each if you like.
Okay, for business owners, I'm gonna say don't give up on your business, no matter what stage it's in. Don't ever give up on it. Stay consistent with it, which I'm talking to myself too. Also, stay consistent with it. Don't get stuck to where you like I can't do this, or I can't go on with this, or this ideal ain't gonna be no good, this ideal is not gonna be any good. You never know until you put your best foot forward. You never know. Because with my business, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get through the people that I need to get through. And with, like I say, with the help of my publisher, and also with Catan, who has been helping me, I've been pushing through it. And our last meeting that we had, I came up with so many ideas. I can't wait till our next meeting so I can be able to present those ideas to you. Yes. So
I'm excited. Now you're gonna have me waiting like this for our next meeting, like one of those kids at school looking for the clock to be out for recess. But I do have to give you your flowers, because I do see it. I see the drive. I see the focus. I see the refocus and the rebuilding of what you're doing, even before we had like gotten deeper into the conversation. Because when she arrived for our consult, it was like she had everything. I felt like this was one of the easiest meetings I had all day. I was like, wait a minute. She's like, yeah, we changed this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do this. And then we got a book, and then we got a candle that'll match, and we have the room spray. We're going to do a new website. I need this. This is what was holding me back, or this is what was the obstacle for me. This is how I'm moving around it. This is where I'm at right now. It was just like a full layout of what we're doing moving forward. And that is the level of dedication that, if business owners, if we have that, we can get through anything. You know what I mean? It's that energy and that presence is felt when you come into a room. You just know. So when we were having that conversation, I could just sense this. She's ready. She's ready for this. Whatever level or whatever changes that we're going to make, we're going to pivot and make it happen so that people can be able to experience the stories that you have to tell. So I just want to give you your flowers and say, good job.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love those kind of meetings. That's like the best meetings to me. I'm just like, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't have much to do except for just take notes so that I knew what we were going to talk about in the next meeting, and we were good.
And I want to give a shout out to MJ, because I have on one of her polos.
Her polos. Oh yes.
Polos.
Okay.
Yes.
Here, bring a little closer if you want to. Don't be shy, baby.
Yes.
That looks good. Okay, so she's wearing a polo from MJ, who we interviewed earlier, and MJ is the owner of MJ's Tees and CustomDesigns.com. And if you want more information on that after watching this interview, you can go to bossbabeblog.com and then just fill out a contact us form on the contact us page, and whatever you need, any business owner that you watch tonight, any questions you have, they'll all be sent out to you. And if you want to do a one-on-one booking with me and I can talk about the business owners with you, you can just book a personal shopping experience. That is also a service that's available. We help you with any services or products you need. For example, if you need an author, if you need a book, if you need a candle, room sprays, like the business owner that we're interviewing today, she would be one of the brands that I'd be recommending to you. So now that we've talked a little bit about this wellness, you talked about the obstacles you've overcome. I do want to ask you about a little bit deeper about these products. What would you say is probably going to be your best and top selling product of 2026?
I can say my best product would be my Sacred Stillness. That scent have frankincense in it, have sandalwood in it. It has lavender, sage, and it also has a little bit of vanilla in it. So I think that's going to be one of my top scents. I had already tested out, and I have a couple of people that say you did it. Yes.
I'm excited. So the sandalwood, how many of y'all like sandalwood? Let me know in the comments if you like that scent. I love sandalwood. I didn't used to love it like when I was younger, but they say that as you age, you start to change the scent sometimes that you like. So sandalwood has become one of my new favorites. I heard you say lavender, you said frankincense, and then what was the other one?
White sage.
White sage.
White
Okay.
sage and vanilla.
Okay. Did you have any other products that you wanted to showcase to us or let us know about?
Okay, one of them I'm gonna showcase. I will be going live on February the 7th. I will be posting the time that I will be going on, and I will be introducing. I don't have like the original copy of it, but I have part of my manuscript with me, and this is my book right here, and it's called Healing Through Unexpected Endings, Unseen Wounds, and Unspoken Strength.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's one of my books that I'm coming out with, and we are doing pre-sale orders for the book. It's on my website. The website is www.lmicollectionllcluxury.net. When you click on the website, because it's being revamped and everything, so when you click on the website, you're going to click on aromas, and once you click on aromas, you'll see all of the products. Just click on their products, and it'll give you more details about it.
Okay, wonderful. Any other products or services or events that you want to showcase this evening?
Okay, I do have my self-care package, and it actually is a subscription. So if you subscribe to that self-care package, it will have a candle in it. It will also have the room spray, and I will do my own personal affirmation for you, or my own Bible verse in it for you. And if you subscribe for 1 month, it'll be $20. If you subscribe for 3 months, it'll be $30. And if you subscribe for 6 months, it'll be, $60. If you subscribe for 6 months, it will be $120. So every month you will be getting those scents on a regular, whichever one you like. And I also can do a custom scent for you. If it's certain scent that you want in there, I can customize it for you.
And her scents, I gotta tell y'all. Question. Okay, I'm seeing the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. I missed a few. So MJ said the logo looks great. I agree. Everything looks beautiful on you. When it comes to representing her brand, LaShonda is always going to do that. We knew that when we interviewed her last year, the year before, when I drove down to Louisiana to interview her in La She came with the logo. She had everything set up. So if you ever need a vendor in Louisiana or Texas or wherever, you need to be reaching out to LaShonda. And then let's see, the Battle Zone question. Do you have speakers for this platform, or do you have a speaker for? Yes, absolutely. So if you would like to come on and be a speaker on our platform, introduce yourself, share your mission, your message, the Battle Zone, all you have to do is go to bossbabeblog.com. There's actually a link attached to this video, but if you don't see that link, go to bossbabeblog.com and fill out a contact us form. Thank you for asking. And LaShonda, we want to go back to those products. I got to give my what's that word? My testimonial. So yeah. I tried her room spray. I don't normally like room sprays that have like that foodie kind of scent to them, like waffles and, chicken and waffles, or, blueberry ice cream or something. I love food, but for some reason, when it comes to scents, I don't normally like scents that smell like food. Maybe it just makes me hungry and it makes me mad. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I just know that you sent me a scent, and I think it was like waffles or something like that. Like
Maple
cinnamon.
walnut waffle.
Wait, what was
Maple
it?
walnut waffle.
Okay, that was amazing, and it smells so good. I thought I was in like, those when you go into like maybe Bath and Body Works or
Mhm.
Barnes and Nobles or just one of those brands where they have the aromas. When you sit down, you smell it. They have them like on the furniture or like in
Mhm.
the aromatic stuff. I sprayed that one time on my couch, and everybody who passed by was like, smells good in here. I was like, okay, that's the type of
Yes.
room spray I like. I don't like to have to spray a million times just to smell it. So
Right.
you tell her what you're looking for and you want a custom room spray created, she can do that for you. And then I did have somebody order a custom scent, I believe, and they like their custom scent. So you just tell her what kind of scent you want, and she's gonna send that out to you. But if you're looking for a room spray brand, you need to check her out. I'm telling you, you need to check her out. If you need that strength, just do that custom order. I promise you, you won't regret it.
And
Crazy.
more my products is more allergy free. So is you don't have to worry about your allergies at all being affected by your allergies or anything. It's allergy free. And my candles are soy wax candles. So yes.
Yeah. They're the truth, guys. You need to get there yesterday for those. Listen, I'm gonna swear by those room sprays because that room spray was too good, and I'm glad I tried it because sometimes you try something or you say, oh, I don't normally do that, so you count it out. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this because she sent it, so there must be a reason why. So I put it on, I tried it, and I loved it, and my family members loved it. One of my family members even stole it, so we have theft happening because of your room sprays.
That was one of that was one of my seasonal scents. That's like one of the holiday scents. So I'm gonna bring it back this year because I see a lot of people loving it.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And I'm definitely have to get with you about getting like one of those custom ones. I'll probably do a custom one, or I'll try out one of your new scents so that I can talk about that when we do our next podcast. But I am excited to say that LaShonda will be joining us on March 8th as a vendor. So she will be there with Nicole Smith, AL Publishing and Consulting, the book publisher that she was talking about earlier, and mentor. We're going to have, the free photography we talked about. We're going to have free massages, free foot massages from Sharika. We might have EliteHair.net joining us, a hair braiding brand that is now in the DFW area. So we got a lot of great brands coming through. I do want to ask you, what is one positive message that you want to leave with everybody who might be going through something this weekend?
Just pray about whatever you're going through. Pray about whatever you're going through. Don't let it upset you, and just stand and let God fight that battle for you. That's why I'm gonna leave on a positive note with you, because I had to learn to do that myself, going through what I've been going through for the past few months. I had to just stand. Just, LaShonda, don't you do nothing. You prayed and you asked God for this. Just stand on it. And that's what I've been doing. And ever since then, everything has been coming the way that it's supposed to come.
And you're doing a really great job, because I remember the last time we talked about it, you said, I find myself not being able to, I'm struggling with being able to focus on what I'm wanting to focus on. So like you have days where you might be working and you're thinking about something for your business because there's stuff that has to get done, or you're supposed to focus on your business, but then you're thinking about work or emergency things or family stuff. And so you created that boundary where it's like, when I'm in this room, I'm present for what I need to be present for. And when I leave this room, I move to the next space in my life where I'm present for what I need to be present for. So that was a really great tip that I wanted to share that came from LaShonda. But, okay, so last thing, what is your proudest achievement for your business before you go? I want to celebrate with you.
My biggest achievement is writing my book, my last book. That was my biggest achievement, because I've been focused on this book for months, and it's been delay after delay after delay. So getting this book done was my biggest achievement when it come down to my business, because it's been put off and put off and put off. And finally, I'm actually done with it. It's getting ready to come out. And like I said, I will be going live on February the 7th. If anyone interested in getting the book, you can pre-order it. But February the 7th, I have a great deal that's going on with this book.
What time February the 7th?
I'm gonna check with my publisher and see what we're gonna do from there, and I'll be announcing it.
Okay, good. I'm gonna have to try to make sure I can join that. I have my own event on February 7th, but depending on the time, I might be able to attend. So I'm trying to keep track of all these events we got going on. So many.
Okay.
Oh, she said, what's the website? Okay, we got a lot of questions. Don't worry, I'm coming back to everyone.
Yes, I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, I know, right? So let's start off with that website. She said, "Swipe or no swiping." She's ready to go in there and start shopping.
Okay, I'm gonna put the website in the comments right quick.
Okay, thank you. Are you doing it on the private chat or are you doing it on public on
I'm gonna do it on the public chat.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. So she's typing in the comments, and while she's doing that, I'm going to briefly list off the events that we have shared so far from the members of our directory. So we have February 17th is the ribbon cutting for an amazing business list in our directory, Compassionate Soul. She is based in Hurst, Texas, and she is creating medical grade foot care, but she also is a spa. So you can come and get your feet done. You receive waterless pedicures. Yes, waterless pedicures. And the cool thing about that is that it can still be a really high quality pedicure that is effective and takes care of the job. Water is not always required. It's something I learned through her, because depending on how long you soak, it can sometimes be counterproductive to giving your feet that moisture you need, which is why sometimes we leave nail salons thinking our feet are so soft. And then when we get home, we're like, it was just soft, and now it doesn't feel as soft as it was before. Sometimes that can be based off of how long you have your feet sitting. So I've learned a lot through Sharika. She's definitely passionate about what she does. Hurst, Texas, February 17th, 11:30 to get there. But if you want to get there early with me so we can videotape, go live, and eat together, you can get there at 11, because she says she's going to have some food and some treats for us, and I'm going to make sure I'm on time, okay? And then we have February 7th, LaShonda will be going live. She's going to talk about her book. She's going to talk about her brand. And then we have February 7th, I will be going live. I'll be having a private social media strategy room, and that is going to be from 11 a.m. Central Time to 3 p.m. Central Time on February 7th, which is February 6th for me, which is a Friday. Saturday, February 7th, I will be hosting an event in person where we will be doing an in-person consults social media strategy session. February 8th, we have Soft Girl Sunday, Valentine's Day themed. All women can come out and celebrate yourself. If you're not a woman, but you are an ally of women and you're here to uplift them, support them, give back resources, you are able to attend this event as well. And then also for February 6th, that room is for everybody, any small business owners. Did you find it? You want me to get it for you?
Yes, because it's telling me that the post has failed. It keeps failing every time I do it.
Try to type it. Okay.
Yes.
So it is LMI. What's
collection.
The one?
Collection. Yeah, it's LMI Collection, LLC, luxury.net.
Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, I am dropping it in there for everybody. I'll try to pin it to the top if I can. And then don't worry, we're going to get back to the speaker for anyone that wants to become a speaker on our platform. And I'll make sure to share with you guys our platform stats if you're interested in joining us. Yay, we gained some new subscribers. Guys, just so you know, because we're going to get there. But once we get to 200 subscribers, I'm giving out a free one-page website to one of our subscribers on YouTube to celebrate our growth and our success. So if you want to be a part of that and you think you have a chance of winning, which you do if you subscribe, then you want to make sure you send all of your entrepreneur friends, all your entrepreneur family members, and all your shopping friends and family members to come and subscribe to our network. The winner will be announced on our YouTube channel. All right. So now that I have dropped the website in the comments, let me see if I'm able to, pin it. There you go. Okay. So this is her website. We've heard a lot of achievements this evening. LaShonda, is there anything else that you feel like you need to leave for the audience?
Yes. So when you go on the when you go on the website, because it's being revamped, when you go on the website, you're going to click shop aromas and everything is listed up under there. You just click on the product and it'll give you details and the pricing about it.
Okay. Okay, I see right here. So we have, let's just go through a couple of these candles for research purposes. Let's see. So I see one candle that's called A Smell of Art. That's actually really fun. So A Smell of Art. This says our custom scents will bring you ideas bring your ideas to life, featuring indulgent aromas like resilience, grace, southern noir, velvety serenity, and more. Let's see, read more. Whether you choose from our exclusive collection or create your own scent, we promise to craft a unique fragrance tailored of a unique fragrance of art tailored just for you. Sorry, y'all. All right, so let's see. Adding to the cart, it's a 10-ounce candle. She has those on sale for $28. So you can go grab you one. And then room sprays. Let me see. Are the room sprays open and available now, or are those coming later?
They available now.
I see them. Okay, so we scroll. So for the candles, really, you can just click on any candle, purchase it, and then, oh no, I see it. It has the name of the candle at the top, Southern Noir Glaze. Got it. I got you. Perfect. All right, so then candles, you just click on each candle, guys. You'll see the description and the name of each candle once you click on it. And then there's the room sprays. Let's look at one of the room spray scents. Southern Noir Glaze Room Spray. Bold and captivating Southern Noir blends deep depth and warmth for a refined sensory experience. Designed to transform living spaces with confidence and artistic expression. Giving luxurious. And then let's do one more scent before we sign out. The next one is Sacred Stillness Room Spray. This is the one that she said was going to be one of the top sellers, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it says clean, airy, and grounding. Sacred Stillness is ideal for moments of pause, meditation, or intentional living, offering a refreshing and botanical escape. Ooh, I love that. I love that. Sounds very relaxing. And that is the Botanical Escape. Is that the one that has the sandalwood and stuff in it?
The sandalwood, yes, the sandalwood, the frankincense, the lavender, the white sage. Yes.
Okay. And then what about, because we may as well, we on here. Don't worry, I'm going to get to those questions in the comments though in just a moment, because I got some resources, business resources, events, and all that for everybody. So that's Sacred Stillness. That room spray is $18. Now let me look at Resilient Grace Room. Okay, Resilient Grace, a soft, calming blend crafted to restore balance and comfort. Resilient Grace fills your space with gentle floral warmth, creating an atmosphere of peace and emotional renewal. So for this one, what's in this one?
What's in this one is we have lavender, amber, and we have Vermont, and we have white sage.
Okay, got it. I like that. And then let's see, you had one more room spray. This one is, okay, that's the Southern Noir. We already did that one, right?
Yes, that one is vanilla, dark rose, and sandalwood.
Okay, dark rose and sandalwood. That's nice. Okay, so if you want something that's a little bit more on the botanical side, you're gonna want to go for Sacred Stillness. That is clean, airy, grounding. If you're wanting to try out the one with the vanilla and dark rose, you're gonna want to go with the Southern Noir Glaze Room Spray. And then if you have any questions or you're wanting a custom room spray or candle scent, where's the best place for them to reach you? Should they do that on your website, or they do that?
They can send me a message through the website, or they can just actually click on the custom scent candle or the custom scent room spray. And once they click on it, it's an option in there where you can put what fragrance you want or what you like in it, and I'll be able to do that for you.
Okay. I'm trying to, it might be because I'm on my tablet. I was trying to see. Oh, and you have group events. Okay, so I'm loading more. Got it. I see it now. So
Yes.
guys, if you're on your tablet or your computer, there may be a button that says load more. Click on that. It says custom scented room spray. That's where you can purchase that, and then she's going to reach out to you and get the custom scent that you want. She also has a velvet serenity room spray. She can reach out to you and get that custom scent that you want as well. And then she said that there are some updates and changes happening to the website. So you might expect to see a couple of things change around. But if you have any questions, you reach out. She'll take care of you. And you can follow her on Facebook or Instagram as well. So there we have it. Thank you so much. LaShawn, it's been such a pleasure to have you this evening. And I
Thank you.
appreciate you're welcome. I appreciate you for sharing those vulnerable moments with us and talking about some of the things that you got somebody looking at thank you for your subscription. Somebody looking with the eyeballs over here. Yeah, we have a room spray fanatic in the comments is what it looks like. And she might be headed on over there. So thank you again. I appreciate you for coming on and just being vulnerable. And thank you for your positive messages, because I know there's somebody out there that's probably going through it right now and needed to hear that it's possible to get through it. So
Yes.
yeah, thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you for having me.
Of course, always a pleasure. Hope to see you again soon.
All righty.
Have a great night.
You too. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Okay, everyone. So that was another awesome interview with LaShonda, founder of, previously known as LMI Collection LLC. Now it is the LMI Collective Luxury, or LMI Collective Collection LLC. Let me see. LMI Legacy Collective. There we go. So this is her new business name. We're still getting used to it, but as you start to see some of the stuff changing in her brand, you'll notice how she shifts from LMI Collection to now LMI Legacy Collective and going into the wellness side of things. So I'm excited for everybody to see that, and I can't wait for our next meeting so I can learn what else is coming. Let's look at these comments and let's see if we have any questions. Yes, I do public speaking events, or do my guests do public speaking events? Yes, they do. It just depends. So I want to make sure I'm answering all these questions properly. Let's see. I'm just scrolling all the way back to where we were talking about clapping. All I see is I will just clap. Okay, so the question was, do you have speakers for, do you have a speakers platform to book speakers? Yes, I do. So if you want to be interviewed on this show and you would like to be on our platform, you are welcome to go to our website. It is $0 to apply. And if you are approved, it is $0 to be interviewed. So just a nice complimentary service that we're providing. We try to interview at least a business owner at least once a year. And then if they're a member of our directory, they are able to come and be interviewed unlimited. But the goal really is just to promote awareness about the fact that there are really small businesses out here doing amazing things, and they can service you and take care of you. So if you're a small business owner, a motivational speaker, an author, a community leader, a small business shopper that just wants to come on and be interviewed and talk about your mission or what's important to you, your solution, your resources, your events, connect with everyone, you're more than welcome to do that. It is nationwide, and we actually are officially international. We have business owners in different parts of the world, Africa, Canada. We have viewers from Ireland, Australia. Apparently somebody from Australia was here tonight, South Africa, missing some, Nigeria. Let's see. There's quite a few. Algeria, we had someone from Algeria, so it's growing rapidly. So if you would like to be on that list, I'll definitely help you out. I'm going to try to drop a link through, let's see what the best way to do that is. Okay, best way to do this is through YouTube. So if you're not watching on YouTube, you can still listen in and then just go to our YouTube page and look at the live chat. But if you are live on YouTube right now, this is probably going to be the best route for you. So if you go to bossbabeblog.com and then you scroll down, you click on the Boss Babe Lounge. Yes, it's called the Boss Babe Lounge, but we do welcome, non-babe individuals. I just want to make that clear. I'll explain why the name is what it is in a moment. So you click on resources, and then when you click on resources, there should be one that says interview. Be interviewed for free on our Boss Babe Business Show. Application fee $0. Interview fee $0 if approved. So, and even if you're not approved, it still is $0 all around. So what I'm going to do is drop the link in the comments for anyone that would like to come and be interviewed on this platform. You are more than welcome to apply. If you are watching us on Instagram, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I don't know if I can drop the link on Instagram for you to click on it, but you can always head over to YouTube. All right. So now that we've shared that, let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Let's see. Public speaking. Yes. Some of my guests do provide public speaking events. So on Soft Girl Sunday, which I'm gonna briefly go through these events in just a moment. Soft Girl Sunday is a place that is dedicated to uplifting women in our community and providing them with a safe space. The inspiration behind it is just the reality that I'm seeing a lot of women, and I'm one of them, that has had to navigate when it's safe and when it's okay to be vulnerable in work and in personal life. And there's many moments where we would like to embrace and celebrate our femininity and our softness, but in some situations it's taken for granted. And because of that, oftentimes you see women have to wear this mask or this harder exterior. And it's kind of hard to remember that it's safe to take it off when you're in the presence of someone where it's safe to take it off. And so I wanted to create an event that really allows women to do that. They're safe. We're here to talk about uplifting one another. We're here to make each other feel supported and seen. And we're here to provide service and be of service, because there are so many women that I know, I can only speak for myself, but that I know who are just of service to their community. And they have so many roles. They are mothers, they are daughters, they are wives, they are educators, they are protectors, they are providers. These are all things that I'm seeing in women, and they don't have a safe space to just be soft and not be worried about who's going to take advantage of that. So that's what Soft Girl Sunday is about. However, we do have speakers, and you don't have to be a woman to be a speaker for this event if that's something that you think you would be interested in. So we have different options available. If you wanted to sponsor the event, I think the sponsor tickets are $25. And then if you are wanting to take on the speaker role, then you could just use your sponsor ticket to be a speaker at the event, and you can present. Now for the March Soft Girl Sunday event, we might be all full on speakers. I think we have Nicole Smith from AL Publishing and Consulting, aka NicoleSmith.com. We have Kanitra. Is Kanitra a speaker for this event? Nicole Smith, LaShonda. We have Shay Creighton. We have myself. We have the owner of the spa that we're going to be meeting at in Plano. So I think we're full for that one, but I do need some speakers for April. I do need some speakers for March, April, May, and June, if anybody wants to take that on. And I could probably do one more for March, where we'll be squeezing it in tight. So those are that's an example of some of the public events. I do have brunches where I meet with entrepreneurs, and we provide strategy sessions, free resources, connections. We're just here to talk about how we can help each other grow and learn more about one another. And if there's a service that we want to purchase, we do that. If there's someone we want to refer, we do that after we learn more. So those brunches happen once a month in McKinney, Texas. And it's actually at a restaurant that happens to be listed and verified in our directory for the year of 2026. And that is Maples African Cuisine and Bar. If you happen to be in the North Texas area and you are a restaurant owner and you would like your business to be listed and verified in our directory, you can become a member. And when I host events, I will go to your location to bring people from our directory to connect. So when I'm hosting my business events, my personal events, I will bring you some people to come out, eat, have a good time, connect, and learn about your restaurant. So if that's something you might be interested in, let us know. Head to bossbabeblog.com. All right, let me take this down so I can see all of these questions. Hopefully I've answered everything effectively. You are very welcome. I appreciate you. And thank you again. I appreciate you. Let's see what else. Okay, I think I got that. Thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. Okay, so I think I've pretty much answered everything. I dropped the link so that everybody can go and take advantage of that interview if you're wanting to in the comments. And if you do have any other questions as I run through these resources, feel free to let me know. I'm looking for my pen because I just don't know where it went. Let's see. Can never find a pen when you need it, but when you don't, they'll be all over the place. All right, well, that's okay. We'll just work with this and then I'll go through it from the website. Okay, so for anyone that does not know, my name is Katan Paul. I'm the founder of BossBabeBlog.com. I am a business promotion specialist. I am a business elevation specialist. And what those names mean, it simply means that if you decide to become a member of my directory or purchase my branding services, I'm going to help you with elevating the presentation of your brand. And if you would like to use the resources, I'm going to help you to grow and expand your brand. So BossBabeBlog.com is a small business directory full of business owners listed nationwide in the U.S. and some select businesses that are based outside of the U.S. But what they all have in common is that they do take care of customers in the U.S. So it's for U.S. shoppers. There are some shoppers that are outside the U.S. that can purchase because depending on the brand will determine. But that's basically what Boss Babe Blog is about. And I created this brand because I wanted to create group economics so that we were circulating our dollars within the small business community because we have enough big corporations. There's nothing wrong with a big corporation, but we have so many of them. I mean, if you really think about it, how many times have you driven down the street and saw the same restaurant every time? And depending on what part of town you live in, you know, you might see that same restaurant and they may not be the right restaurant for that location. Maybe we need more grocery stores or healthy spots for children to eat. But instead, it's the same fast food spot that doesn't necessarily have nutritious items in it. There's nothing, you know, against fast food brands. It's just to say how easy it is for things to be so robotic when it comes to consumerism and when it comes to shopping. I want us to have an environment where it's full of businesses that have different backgrounds, that have different CEOs in place. It's diverse, different walks of life, different spiritual beliefs. That's one of the most beautiful things about my community that I really appreciate is that if you tell me what your beliefs are and what your focus is, a lot of times I'm able to go find someone who either aligns with those exact beliefs or has some kind of value that can support you on your mission. Not every time, right? Because I'm not going to be the person that says, I'm for everybody, because sometimes it's just not for you. But in many cases, you'll find a lot of professionals who do align with your values. And if they don't, they'll refer you to someone that does so it can make sense for you. So that's one thing that I appreciate. Another thing that I appreciate is a stereotype that we break at Boss Babe Blog. So even though it is called Boss Babe Blog, it's not just for women-owned businesses. It's for business owners that have a service that they are passionate about providing a solution to their community with. So if you are a man-owned business, then you should come on over to Boss Babe Blog, especially if you're passionate about customer service and customer experience. The main thing that's important is that whatever mission you're delivering to your audience, I can be secure in knowing that I can send people there and they're going to get a consistent experience and nothing's going to change. So if you're someone who values that, then this may be the platform for you. But Boss Babe Blog, it was named that because it's kind of like a reflection of me. I like to write. I'm the blogger. I'm the one sharing the stories about other people. And so Boss Babe Blog, it's kind of like a reflection of me. And so that's why it's called that. But it's not a women's only business. I really focus on empowerment. I really focus on uplifting our community. And so this evening I do have some resources and I do have some advice for Black business owners and just Black people in general to uplift as we prepare for, you know, Black History celebration, upcoming events. Although I feel like we should celebrate ourselves every day, not just 1 month out of the year. The advice that I want to give is just to value yourself enough to leave the rooms that do not honor you, that do not appreciate your presence, and that do not show you through action that they are serious about your well-being. This is similar to like when you might be in a relationship or you might be in a partnership or a business or a job where people don't really appreciate you. Well, that's saying that you teach people how to appreciate you. There's some level of truth to it, not all truth, because some people's integrity, everybody's integrity is based off of them alone. So there's nothing you could possibly do to a person to make them change their integrity. If that's who they are internally, that's just going to be who they are. So it doesn't matter how you present yourself when you're dealing with somebody who has a low integrity. They're always going to have low integrity. Now, they might try to shift and pretend like they don't, but your integrity is going to be your integrity unless you change your integrity. So I don't want to victim blame or push it on us to say that. But what I will say is Once a person has shown you that they may not value you as much as you thought they did, it is time to move to a different room. And sometimes I see in our community, and when I say our community, I mean the Black community, where we celebrate brands, spaces, people, concepts that do not celebrate or protect us. And there's so many business owners out here that are working their hardest to deliver a wonderful experience to you, but they also are owned by everyday people who contribute to our society and care about all people and our people and Black people. And we could be giving our money and investing in those brands and those people. But instead, I see people investing in brands that are not advertising the protection of people like us, that we're not even seeing people that look like us on their advertisements, but we're still investing that money into them. And it's not to say that I'm not trying to put anybody down or beat anybody up. I'm trying to say there's a problem here with value. You got to not see your worth to keep going back to the same door and expecting that a person is going to love on you and appreciate you when every time you go to that door, they treat you like you're bare minimum. And that's in a lot of places. Now, I'm not talking about spaces where you feel like you have to go there. And I'll be very specific with this because people always say, well, can you clarify? I'm going to clarify. So if you are someone living in a low income neighborhood, right? Or a neighborhood where people have low income, right? And you see a Dollar Tree. I talked about this. You go to that Dollar Tree and you see that this shirt costs $1 and you need a shirt. You're going to spend the money on the Dollar Tree. You might not go to a small business because it might cost you $5 for that same shirt. And that small business owner had to charge you $5 because they had to pay $4 for the shirt. So they're really only getting like a 10%, 20% profit. But that Dollar Tree that you're going to, or whatever brand, let me not say Dollar Tree because I'm trying to get no lawsuits. But that place that you're going to, they only pay 5 pennies for that shirt. And they're going to get way more profit. Okay. They pay 5 pennies and they're going to charge you $1. So that means for that shirt, because it only cost them 5 pennies, they could have bought that shirt over and over again. They could have bought that shirt like 50 times. Or I don't know if I'm doing that math properly, but you know what I'm saying. Let's say 1 penny to keep it simple. They paid 1 penny for that shirt and they charged you $1. That means they bought that shirt 100 times with the profit that you put in their pockets. Okay. And then a small business owner paid $4 for that shirt and you paid $1. That means they can only buy one shirt with the profit that you put in their pocket. And actually, they can't buy one shirt with $1 profit. They're going to have to get back multiple shirts just to go back and buy them. Stay with me. So with that being said, you are going to go to the Dollar Tree because you need to put a shirt on your back and you don't have the tools to be able to find resources. Or you're going to go to a thrift shop or wherever, which, by the way, I love thrifting. But you're going to go somewhere where the price is affordable. And they understand and know that. Okay. So in some situations, you are forced into survival mode where you just have to make ends meet and you're working with what you have. So whether it be going to the Dollar Tree, whether it be going to, a brand that is well known for providing, that lower price point, that's where you're going to go. But for people who have the option and we are intentional about how we spend our money, we have an option to choose to stop funding individuals, places, concepts, businesses that do not align with our values or just simply do not protect our people. So when you go to that designer brand and you walk in that store and people in that store look at you like you're stealing something, sure, you can report it to the manager. Yeah, you could leave a review. But you know what you could also do? You could leave. And you could leave a review and don't come back. And you could go start giving your money somewhere else. Now, I'm not going to say I'm petty, but I'm going to say, don't play with me. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to tell you about my experience. I went somewhere. I don't go to a lot of beauty stores anymore. Most of the products that I have are from businesses in my directory. But I went to a beauty store. And when I went to this beauty store, I walked in and I wasn't greeted with like a, hey, how are you? It wasn't like a happy energy. There was no, I'm excited to see you type of energy. And I'm not saying you got to do a backflip or tap dance just because I walked in the building, even though I am that boss babe, but you don't have to go crazy. You can say hello, how are you? Because I'm a potential customer and I'm a human. So acknowledge people when they're walking in, when you see them instead of staring at their foreheads. So when I came into this place, it wasn't anything special. I was with someone else. Now, when I came there, I was looking for a wig. And when I went in to go get the wig, I saw one that I loved, but they only had one left in the color that I wanted. And you know, as a Black woman, and if you don't know as a Black woman, but you know a Black woman, if you don't, you will hear tonight. When you're trying on wigs and stuff, depending on your skin tone, sometimes that tells you if that wig is going to be right for you, if it's not. There's certain colors that, you know, work really well with our skin, certain colors that maybe they don't. And it's a preference thing, right? So for me personally, I was like, I don't know if I want this wig in a brown, or I don't know if I wanted it this color. Let me see what it looks like in that color. Can I try that one on? The person told me, yeah, you could try it on. So when I put my little hair thing, or they told me before I got to the wig that I could try it on. So I took my hair wig or hair net or whatever you call it to put on to try on the wig. Now, when she came out with the wigs, I was like, ooh, I like that one. She was like, oh, we only have one left in this one, so you can't try this one on. And I wanted it really badly, but I'm not buying it until I try it on, because I'm not going to wear, I already don't buy wigs like that. So if I'm buy this wig, you better believe I'm going to wear this wig. So after she said I couldn't try it on, I was like, oh, okay, well, never mind then. Never mind. Take it back. So I was like, all right, well, I think we're done here. And so she proceeded to say, okay, no problem. And then I picked up the stuff and I got ready to leave and walk off. And I wasn't mad or anything. That was the only wig I wanted. And I couldn't try it on because it was the last one. So as I'm leaving out, the gentleman at the desk didn't say, thanks for stopping by. Here's a card. Welcome. Come back anytime. He said, excuse me, ma'am. And I was like, yes. He's like, your wig cap. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, your wig cap cost 50 cents. And I was like, okay, that's probably something you want to say to somebody before you hand it to them, because they just eagerly handed it to me when they thought I was going to spend money. And so after that, I was like, well, I don't have any change on me. I said, I can give you, I can go ahead and pay. So I was pulling my card out, my credit card to pay. And he got attitude with me and was like, no, you need cash. We do cash only. And I said, no, I don't have any cash. He's like, you don't have cash? I said, no, I don't have any cash. You don't have cash? No, I don't have any cash. And he was like, you don't have cash in your car? I said, no, I don't have any cash. For the 15th time, no, I have this card. And he said, well, never mind. Don't worry about paying it. But next time you come back, you need to pay with cash, because we don't do cards for any purchases that are less than this price, which is something he's not supposed to do. If you go into a beauty store, this is another topic, but I won't spend too much time on that. But if you go into a beauty store or any kind of store, beauty store, donut shop, restaurant, wherever, Visa has their own policies on how merchants are supposed to conduct themselves. And they do charge these merchants when a customer is purchasing less than a certain amount on a credit card. But if you have a debit card, you are supposed to be able to, well, let me not put that part out there. Let me just say, when you have a debit card, you're not supposed to, they're not supposed to tell you, you have to pay this amount in order for you to use a card. So I had a debit card and he didn't want to let me use it. It was a card, but it was technically a debit card. So he was telling me, you can't purchase it like that. You need cash. He had an attitude. You're already doing something you're not supposed to be doing, because if you go look up the Visa website, it tells them how the merchants are supposed to treat the customers and what regulations they are supposed to have. So you're breaking the regulation that Visa has put for people to use their cards. And I could have called and reported you. But at that time, I was really just focused on the fact that this is a grown man and I'm a woman, and he is being extremely aggressive with me. Like he would try to put his hands on me or do something. I don't know what you would do, but you're raising your voice at me. You have an attitude and it's very hostile. And I came here to purchase a product from you, and you did not make it clear that I had to buy a wig cap when I came in. I've gone to so many places where the wig caps were complimentary. So to me, I'm just still in the moment thinking, what is going on? So after I told him that, he got attitude with me. He was like, next time when you come back, you make sure that you pay for it. Well, first off, there won't be a next time. Secondly, if you didn't already know, we're going to go ahead and put on our Karen cap, if that's what y'all want to call it, because I immediately went and left a review. And not only did I leave a review, I went and said the other place that I like to go to in that review. I said, I don't feel like these people treat you right. I don't feel like they value your time. I said, but what I will say is that this salon that I went to, this beauty store that I went to, when I walked in, I was greeted. People said hello. Whatever it is that I felt like when I went to that place, I shared it in my review, and I also dropped the address so people could go and shop there instead. That is how you make a statement. And that is also how you make it clear to people that you're not going to be played with as a consumer. Now, am I saying that you have to go leave a negative review everywhere you go? No, I'm not. There's been many places that I did not favor, and I just left and never came back because I really don't. I try not to. spend too much energy on that. It is time consuming and draining. However, when someone goes out of their way to be disrespectful, aggressive, and they are absolutely wrong, and you're not even giving the consumer an opportunity to express that, really, I don't need to do any talking with you. It's time to move on. So that's what I did. And there are so many Black women that I know of who have told me they have had a similar experience. And not all of them, but some of them, when I asked them, where do you go now? They went back to the same place. And I'm only saying Black women because we're talking about hair products. But I know also Black men that have purchased products from brands that they have clearly stated don't care about us, or they don't care about what's going on here. So why do we keep going back to the door? We can't necessarily focus so much on other people being that superhero for us. We got to be it for ourselves. So if you don't feel like you're being valued as an individual for whatever reason it be, even if you're not a Black individual, if you're not feeling like you're being valued somewhere, it's time to pack up your belongings and move to a place where you are being valued. And that is where we invest our time. We punish ourselves and we punish the people who actually care about us when we give attention to people who clearly don't care about us. And that's something that I want to give to our community as Black consumers. Let's practice going places where people appreciate us. And let me be very clear. The message is not that you cannot shop with a business that is not Black owned, because you can do what you want to do. But what is important? Once I get bad service, yeah, exactly. So what is important, in my opinion, is that you go where you are celebrated and you are appreciated. So if these people treat you right, regardless of what color they are, then you go there and you purchase and you shop, because you're teaching people that when you treat me right, I want to be here. But when we keep going to spaces where people do not value us, respect us, and treat us right, we're teaching them that it's okay to do that. And they're going to continue to do it because there's no standard on how they should treat us when we walk into that building. The standard that I have when I walk into a building is that you should be acknowledging me as a consumer, as a human, whether I'm buying or not. Hello, like I'm in the South. I don't know how everybody else was raised. Doesn't matter if you're raised different, that's cool. But how I was raised was when somebody comes through a door, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, something, but you're just staring in their forehead and checking to see if they're stealing anything instead of checking to see, hey, can I give you a basket to hold all the items that you have because your arms look kind of heavy? That would actually make a huge difference in the interactions and the energy that's created in our communities. So I want to challenge people to really just know their own worth. You got to know your own worth. And then once you know your worth, everybody else is going to know. They're going to be forced to know, because how you move and how you act is going to be dependent upon that worth. And that's in everything: business, relationships, friendships, partnerships, every area of your life. As a individual, as a small business owner, as a Black business owner, as a Black woman, as a Black man, whoever you are, know your worth and what you bring to every table, and go somewhere where you're celebrated as soon as you realize you are not being celebrated. And the quicker you do that, the quicker you're going to have a happier life. I know it's hard sometimes when people don't see you for who you are and appreciate you for who you are, and you just want to shake them and say, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm here for you. But the reality is that the harder you try to force and push somebody to appreciate and love you, the further they push, because it feels like you don't love yourself if you're trying to make someone see the value, because that means you must not see the value in yourself to be sitting and trying to make somebody see the value in you. You don't have time for that, because there's somebody else out there who will appreciate that value. And that is what I have lived by that has made it that much easier for me. Okay, look, I see y'all in the comments. She said, truth, facts, facts. I wish I had my audio caption, because I'll be putting that on right now. But that's just what I want to say to anyone out there. I know it can be hard, and I know it can be disheartening, and I know that it makes you feel like you're alone, but you just have to remember that, and you just have to keep going, because the people that I have been so blessed to be able to be around, my friends, my family, my supporters, my clients, my patrons, like so many wonderful individuals. And had I stayed in the room where a person was not appreciating me, I would have never met these individuals. There's so many rooms that I sat in that I said, I have to get out of here, because you don't see it in every area of my life. So you are not alone. Even if you're not a business owner and you're watching this, you are not alone. In every area of my life, I've sat in a room where I said, I have to get out of here, because you just weren't seeing it. In a relationship, I sat in a room and I brought value and love and appreciation to a person, and they didn't even have it for themselves. So of course they couldn't give it to me. And I had to get up and I had to move to the next room to be in a better relationship with someone else or with myself. In business, I sat down in business rooms and I've expressed what I have to offer, and a person didn't see it, and that's okay. And I just get up and move on. I'm not going to tap dance. I don't mind sharing what I can bring to the table when it comes to business, but we don't need to tap dance. We just need to, if you're going to tap dance, let it be out the doors. How about that? Not on the table, and not in front of their stage or wherever they want you to be. So it doesn't matter what area of life. Now, I do want to end by saying thank you everyone for watching. And as promised, I'm going to briefly go through all of the resources that I have available. And if there's any resource that resonates with you or that you feel like you need, you want to make sure to go to bossbabeblog.com, click on the contact us page, and just fill out a contact us form, and we will be with you. If you want to skip that process and you just want to book a session with me, then you can just skip that process and book a session. There's 3 options. One of them is let's chat. Let me see. If you go to the contact us page, it says, let's chat, feedback, and a consult. Feedback is for if you came to share your experience after purchasing from a business in our directory or after purchasing with us. Come give the feedback. Let us know how you feel, because we care. We want to know what we can be doing better, and we want to know what you love. And then let's chat. If you just want to fill out the form and you want someone to email you and send you the information quick like that, you can do it on your own. And then consult is if you want to sit down one-on-one and you want to discuss how we can help you, how we can support you. So this consult is going to take you straight to the business support session. Even if you don't have a business, but you need a level of support, then we're going to help you out. Let's see what these comments say. 3 times divorce, I will not tolerate it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't care how many times you got to move on and let go. You got to do what you got to do. And I talked about that in one of our other videos. I was specifically speaking to mothers because I was speaking from a woman's perspective, because sometimes people think that because you were married or you had kids, that means that you have to stay in a relationship, and it absolutely does not. If someone is not treating you right, you got to get up out of there. I don't care what title we have, got to get up out of there. And sometimes it's okay to, you don't have to communicate it to threaten people, but it's okay to have those boundaries and understandings about each other. Sometimes they appreciate it, sometimes they don't, but I've always been one to say it, baby, you treat me right, I'll be right here. And if you don't, I'll be Casper and I won't be here. You know, you couldn't see Casper, but he was there, but I won't be here. So just think about that. Now let's move to these resources. So when you go to the website, you click on the Boss Babe Lounge. I'm going to walk through all of them for everybody. All right. Boss Babe Lounge. We got media. We got resources. We got a podcast, a newsletter, announcement for everybody. We have officially reached 137 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. Yep, Casper, Casperina, whoever, whatever name you want to give me, I will be the unfriendly ghost and I won't be in the building. So we might be a little different, but Casper 2.0. But yes, so let's get to these resources and let's talk about this. I have a newsletter. It's an email newsletter. Anyone can subscribe. I have a podcast. We have 6,000 downloads to the podcast. I have a YouTube channel, which everyone's watching. Well, almost everyone's watching on. If you're watching on something else, shout out to you. YouTube, we have officially reached 137 subscribers. We have now surpassed 5,000 views for the month of January alone. So I'm projecting that by the end of February, we will have 10,000 views to our channel. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you. We got a magazine. We got a blog. Blog just reached 9,000 views. All right, next we have resources. So if you need some grants, we got a free grant list of 10 U.S. grants that you might be able to use to support your business. Some require LLC, some do not. Click on the link. There is a PDF download or a link for you to just go and claim it. Then we have our network. So I have Elevated Community Networking. If you are someone that loves to shop and support, but you also just want to get straight to the resources that you need, I got a new networking program, and it pretty much covers almost everything. And this was created because sometimes, as we share, we talked about this before, but sometimes people don't realize how by not communicating and just being direct, they miss out on clients and sales. And so I have had customers come back to me and say, I really just wanted this, and they were trying to sell me this, this, and that. Or I only wanted this, and I said that this was my price, and they were trying to push me to do that. It's about the shopper. It's about the consumer. It's about the client. It's about what they need and what they want. If you cannot give it to them, you give them a resource, or you give them to someone else who can. Because if you try to force what you have onto them and that's not what they're looking for or wanting, you lose them, because you lose their trust, because they feel like you are motivated by money instead of being motivated by making their lives easier and providing a solution and being their advocate like you are supposed to be. So if you want to be seen as that specialist, you give them what they're needing or what they could possibly need by anticipating their needs and communicating that directly, but no games. So that's what this Elevated Community Networking Program does. It's a program to be connected directly with the verified professionals that can assist you in different areas of your life and business. So if you need free business interviews, if you need free support sessions, free fitness rooms, free jewelry for the ladies or for anyone that has a special lady in their life, a free custom gift basket quote. Like, there's so many different solutions in this form. And if it's not a section that you need, you can skip it and go to the next section. If it is, fill it all out and you will be assisted. You can tell us what your budget is for each one. And then I'm going to go and find someone who might be able to align with that budget or get you some resources to support you. Next, we have our Patreon account. So my Patreon account is where I do most of my sporadic lives. I talk about different things in business. This Patreon account is $5 a month, or you could do $20 a month, or you could do $50 a month. But there's different perks that come with each one. One of my favorite perks, this is available through any of them, $5, $20, or $50, is our boss release room. So we come and we just release what's going on in life, and we just let it all out and be human with no judgment. And that's what the room is dedicated to. The conversation can go from 0 to 100, and I absolutely love it. Let's see, the next resource is my business resource portal. So this is a business resource portal full of resources, events, speaking opportunities. I mean, all kinds of stuff available in this portal. And then I also have an assistant. Her name is Stephanie. Anything that you're needing, you go to the portal. She will assist you. She'll get you the information. Next, we have our free promotion. If you want to be interviewed on this platform, all you need to do is go and click on that computer on my Boss Babe Lounge. Then we have business branding. If you need logos, printing, business cards, websites, or more, click on nbc.click. That is my branding business. So my website, we're currently changing some things around because we just upgraded some stuff. But Boss Babe Blog, that website was designed by me. Excuse me, nbc.click was designed by me. LacoleSmith.com was designed by me. These are brands that have paid me to basically take on a design project and do their branding, their websites, their business cards. Leslie Speaks. I was hired to design a website for Leslie Speaks, business cards, a shopping community. If you're needing that kind of branding and assistance, you're going to click on there. Next, we have write us. So if you want to ask about your problems in life, things that we have going on in life or business, you can write us and we will anonymously answer unless you're okay with us using your name. Then we have the business resource portal that we talked about. So now that I share everything, let's go ahead and end on a 90% off offer that is available this weekend only. If you are a business professional and you would like your brand listed in our directory for 2 years, because I'm going to give you an extra 12 months, then you're going to go and purchase our membership, our monthly membership at 90% off. It's going to come down to $120 before tax. After you purchase this 12-month membership, I'm going to automatically provide you with 12 more months, meaning you'll stay in our directory for 24 months. And what comes with this is unlimited advertisement on this platform, a blog interview. It also comes with you being able to join our selling mentorship program. Once a month on the first Monday of every month, we have a private room that is 1 hour long where I do a mentorship program. We're talking about business funding in the month of February. Even if you can't attend the event, which is at 8 a.m. on the first Monday of every month, you can get a replay and then you can get the homework for the month. So our first month, we talked about brand mood boards, brand positioning map, and your brand brief for marketing campaigns. For February, we're talking about brand funding, a funding plan, understanding your overhead cost, and applying for grants as a group. We have about 20 people attached to this program. We have over 70 members in our directory. And the last benefit that I'm really excited about is our directory shopping thread, where all of the members come to shop with one business every month. And then we do a raffle, and then one person, we choose them to shop. So if you liked any of those and you're already a member, just go to the website and ask where can I claim my benefits. But if you're not a member, then sign up with this 90% off offer. I'm gonna drop it in the comments for you. And this offer is available until Sunday. Sunday at 11:59, the 90% off will be gone. So take advantage while it's here, and I will drop it in the comments. All right. Thank you, everyone. I truly appreciate you all for joining. Feel free to drop your own perspective as you watch the replay. Thank you all so much. I had a wonderful night, and I'm loving this YouTube platform. I appreciate our Facebook viewers. I saw the comments. Shout out to Leslie Speaks. I appreciate you. And if anybody wants to introduce themselves, you can do that in the comments. I'll see you guys next Thursday. And then we will also announce who won our basket next Thursday for the month of January. Thank you guys. Have an amazing evening. Bye-bye.